Okay, the channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventure on So Many Levels. We're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Huzzah!
I am Christiana Ellis, and I am the Dungeon Master, and we are once again at a full house. We have all of our players tonight, and that includes Nobilis as Cuspid,
Blessings of Belisama upon all of us.
Yes, we need it.
David Archambault as Kneecap,
Uh-oh.
Lee Burdett as Malleus,
I'm in danger.
Millie Katie as Coraquaid.
Nope. Still not working.
This is me trying to do snappies.
I think Zoom is not
Yeah.
good at like that kind of noise. It
Yeah.
thinks that
Yeah.
we don't want it, and it's
Insert sound of snapping fingers here.
yes.
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 Jason Banks as Radius,
Oh boy.
and
Yeah.
returning Paul Weimer as Tarsus.
I'm no longer in Scotland, am I?
No, no, you're not.
Vacation's over, my good friend.
You're not in Scotland anymore, Tarsus.
So, when last we left our heroes, known as the Skeleton Crew, they had traveled to the gate town of Rigus, which is an enormous fortress designed to be protected both outward from other forces that might come upon them in the Outlands, but also inward because it is built around a portal to the plane of Acheron, which is an endless battlefield. And so they need to be constantly at a vigil for incursions from the plane. One moment, my dog has decided to chew up a bit of junk mail. One moment.
Oh no.
Sorry, buddy. I don't think I want to
Do-do.
that.
Do-do-do.
This interruption brought to you by a very cute little puppy.
And we're back.
All right. So I'm telling everyone about Rocket. That's what I'm doing. The gate town of Rigus had this portal, but it was sealed up due to a variety of recent attacks where the enemy seemed to know a little bit too much about Rigus's defenses. And so one of the leaders of the camp here decided they would allow you access to the portal and payment later if you promised to help them find out who was the mole. And you were at this portal, and sure enough, there was a new attack of berserkers, both human and goblin warriors rushing through, and you were in the midst of fighting those off when a couple of you spotted some fishy behavior from one of the sergeants, a human woman in armor named Sergeant Lugic, who seemed like they were kind of pretend fighting with one of these warriors. And you called her out in the midst of battle, at which point she began to move towards you and challenge your accusation. But in the meantime, the fighting continues, and just as we left off, a new wave of attackers, giant two-headed giants. I guess they are not giants in the sense that they are pretty typical for giants. So they are giant in the broader context, but not giant for giants specifically. However, that's still pretty big, so they now loom over poor Malleus, who happens to be standing right by the portal when they emerged. The battle continues, and we are already in initiative that we are just continuing this new round. Tarsus, reality is going to glitch at some point and bring you in.
Yep.
But that is not yet.
It's not the moment.
But I would like you to go ahead and roll an initiative, please.
If you put my token on so I can select me, I will do that.
I will. I'm trying to see. Roll
Or
20
he's
did
just stick with-
something. Well, Roll 20 did something where I can't, like where I used to be able to just grab everybody's character to drag them on. All of them disappeared except Cuspid for some reason. I don't know why that is. So I don't have it as easy.
Wait a minute. I see my on the thing. Can I actually pull me on? Maybe. Let's see if I can do that.
I can get it.
I got
Oh,
him.
look at that. There you go.
There I go.
Yay!
Okay.
All right.
Well, so you go ahead and here I'll put you on the.
Oh God, my initiative is terrible.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't know where I will be, but I just put myself on the
Hmm.
side there for the moment.
Mhm. Oh, I just realized I had a double there anyway. So it's just as well. So right now we've got your little token on the map there, but I'm going to briefly put it on the GM layer for the moment, just because you're not actually there yet.
Got it.
Okay. Radius, it is your turn. Wave 2 was here. And also, right now, you've got Sergeant Lugic, who is approaching you across the battlefield and demanding to know why you're saying that they should be detained.
You're muted.
I said, indeed. Let's see. I need to see the range if I can do this or not. Oh man, because this is gonna burn a spell slot. Okay, I've got 2 of those left. Let's see. Okay, range is 60 feet. Alrighty, we're gonna try this anyway. Can I get? She's 30 feet from me. So if if I walk. All right, bet. Let's do that then. So I will move here
Okay.
and I will cast Hold Person at 4th level. But first, will it work on the giants? Because I know they're humanoidish.
So the giant's hold person will not work. A humanoid, it will.
So then it'll have to be. Do I got it? Did I have it prepared? God, please let me have it prepared.
Old monster.
No, not Hold Monster, but I do have Slow.
Slow was pretty clutch.
Yeah.
For your first
You
wave.
used it last time.
In fact, I think this blue dot on this one was that not they were still slowed? Weren't you still concentrating on that?
I was.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna recast it, but I want to recast it on those 3 over there.
On the giants, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And that should get all of them because it's a 4th level.
All right. So.
Oh no, wait, never mind. I can do it at that level. Never mind. I can just do it at 3rd level because it just increases the size. Never mind.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just do it at 3rd level.
That's a wisdom save?
Yep.
Okay. So from left to right, 19, 15, 12.
Only got 1.
Okay. So the 19 and 15 are both beat it. Oddly enough, the one that failed seems to be dressed in fancier armor than the other 2. It is certainly going to be more protective, but you notice as you're casting this spell on them that Etten, in addition to wearing this armor riddled with spikes, it has a helmet on one of the 2 heads, and on the helmet glints a gray gemstone. So the other 2 are fairly like nothing especially notable about their armor. They're just wearing like basically hides, but one of them has the spikes and the helmeted the gemstone helmet. And that is the one that is slowed. All right, so anything else on your turn?
That will be do I want to take it now or later? That's fine. I'll stay where I am.
Okay. And I believe that the yellow dots on everybody are bless. Does anyone remember what the green dot on one of these berserkers was?
My
I know-
witch bolt.
Line.
Ah,
I
yes, the
believe.
witch
Oh,
bolt.
yeah.
That is correct. I remember now. Okay, so that is Radius's turn. It is now the berserker's turn. So this guy up here that was chasing Malleus is laughing to himself and basically just like settling down here to, let the
Watch the
Ettins
show.
take this over, but also try to prevent a retreat. And then the others here, the one with the witch bolt, I think that hurt him pretty bad, if I recall,
Yep.
with that first attack. So I think he's going to try to just run out of it. I actually don't remember how that works. Like, if he runs out of range, does that just fix it? It doesn't
Let me
keep him
just
from moving.
double check. No, it doesn't keep him from moving.
I think total cover is the only thing.
Yeah, basically it's a sustained arc of lightning between me and the target.
Well, but what
if
range?
he 30 feet. If he
Okay.
moves out of 30 feet, but he'd also have to know that he'd have to run away from me.
Well, I mean, I think running away from you is the
Makes
tether of
sense.
electrical energy that is connecting the two of you, and it
Yeah.
hurt him real bad.
Yeah,
I don't think it
fair enough.
requires a massive deductive leap.
Damn it.
He does get Kneecap does get an opportunity attack though, as he
Okay,
starts to move away.
17.
17, I believe, does hit. Yeah.
Okay, and that is 9 damage.
Okay. He takes that damage, and then and he is running back.
I was hoping falls over was the next part of that.
Yeah.
No.
So
Yeah,
it's no
not
longer-
dead, but so it looks like he does run out of range, but he does kind of basically
Okay.
use his whole movement to move away, so he doesn't make any attacks this round. In the meantime, we've got one of these berserkers who's going to attack you, Radius, for just moving right up next to him.
Yep.
Swings his great axe at you, and he's going to do this recklessly, and so that's a 16 to hit. Yep. So
Muted.
yeah.
Does not hit.
16 does not hit. All right.
Nope.
So that's a miss. And then these other two are continuing to attack Kneecap. They are attacking recklessly at this point. They're a little bit extra motivated now that they've got the giants coming along. Which is twofold. One is like, all right, back up, and then another is, I cannot let the giants see me screw this up.
Yeah.
So these two are attacking Kneecap. One of them gets a crit because they're attacking recklessly.
Yep, that hits.
So that's 18 slashing damage, which for you would reduce to 9. The other one gets an 18
That does hit.
for 14 slashing damage, so reduced to 7. Okay.
Okay.
I think that's all the berserkers this time. Okay, Cuspid.
Okay. Cuspid shouts, "Go back to the shadows!" and casts a guiding bolt at 4th level at the slowed one.
Okay. All right.
26 to hit.
That will certainly hit.
Yeah, and that is by the way empowered.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a bunch of dice and then possibly, and I'm gonna re-roll 3 of them. The 2 3s and the 2,
All right.
which come out. One of them comes out better. Actually, I think I have to take the second roll. So that reduces it by 1 point. So it's 27 damage.
Okay. That's a significant hit on that one. And you watch it in slow motion have that reaction of surprise and pain and then anger.
Yeah, and anybody the next attack against him is at advantage.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So hit him hard.
Also, I think is that the end of your turn, especially given that Sergeant Lugak was coming up behind you?
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I think I'm going to. Are these craters difficult terrain?
Yes.
Hmm. All right.
You can like there's the narrow path between them, but also Cora's kind of blocking one. You'd have to sort of squeeze past that one
Yeah.
square.
10, 20, 30. I'm going to move over here.
Okay. All right. So now it is the Edidon's turn. Um, I think with someone foolishly standing right there in front of them, they are going to attack that individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you notice that each of them have a battle axe in one hand and a morning star in the other, each apparently controlled by one of the heads.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on, Malleus. AC 16 or 17, sorry.
Mm-hmm,
AC
mm-hmm.
17.
Okay. So, for the first one, the one that's slowed is going to make just one attack. Is going to attack with the battle axe, and it is a crit.
Oh, okay.
Could be worse. Could be worse. It is. It's 18 slash, or excuse me, 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
The other one is attacking with the battle axe and the morning star, and you said 18 AC.
My AC is 17.
Okay. So then the to hits for the second Enton's attacks are a 20 and a 7 and a 14. Excuse me.
So one of those hits.
Yeah.
one of
So
those
that's
hits.
another 13 slashing damage,
Okay.
and then 19 for 9 slashing damage.
And I'm down.
Okay.
Oh crap.
And then as you're down, it hits you again with the other weapon.
Okay.
Yay.
2 failed saving throws.
I believe I can never remember what the rule
Yeah,
is for that,
it is
but I
an
believe it
auto
is
crit.
two, yeah. So two failed
Yeah.
saving throws, I think, as
Okay.
they are just excited to be just pounding something into the dirt.
Yeah, I have made their day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oof.
Anime sequence of coughing up blood.
Yeah. Okay. So the one that was slowed is making wisdom save. Got a 16. So I think that means he's not slowed anymore.
Yes,
All right.
yes, please.
Okay. That makes it your turn, Kneecap.
Okay, well, I got Malleus is down, but
Mm-hmm.
there's I'm surrounded.
Yeah.
Um,
Your choices are limited. It's true.
yeah. Of the berserkers around me, which one?
The one to
Half
your
damage?
east is most hurt. It is very wounded. The others are pretty healthy still.
This one?
I didn't see which one you clicked it, but I did say the one to your east.
Okay, yeah. So, since they attack recklessly, I'll just go ahead and attack that one
Mm-hmm.
for Baker's 20 to hit,
That certainly hits.
and that is 14
You
damage.
kill that one.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
And then the one directly in front of me
Mm-hmm.
for attack number 2, and that is 14 to hit for
14 does hit these guys, yeah.
15 damage.
Okay.
And then final bonus action is 25 for 6 damage against the first one in front.
Okay. All right. That one not so healthy as he was a second ago. Okay. Anything else on for your turn?
Let's see. I think. Hmm, Kneecap is not happy about this, but he is going to go ahead and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay.
7.
All right. So, yeah, you know what? I don't. I was gonna say there's some difficult terrain in there, but you're super fast, so you are
Yeah.
gonna take 2 opportunity attacks. There's a 22 to hit for
Yep.
14 slashing damage, will reduce to 7,
Mhm.
and then an 18 to hit
Okay.
for
That is
5 slashing damage, just reduced to 2.
okay.
And Radius is there. What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah. I
Well,
am.
you know, I mean, that's how
Charging.
retreating has to work on a turn-based initiative.
I am obviously heading towards the sergeant.
Okay. All right. That makes it Malleus, your turn. Make a death saving throw.
Natural 20.
It's possible.
9.
Alas,
Oh.
I
Oh
think,
no.
and that was the third one. So,
Yep.
alas,
Alas,
you know,
Elias.
Malleus version 1.0 his time is up.
All right. Now I need to roll a d4.
I mean, you will lasted longer than most of us.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I'm the only original left.
Yeah.
No,
No?
I am.
No,
Oh,
Radius.
oh, that's right.
Mhm.
For some reason, I keep thinking that Radius had
No,
died once.
I have done. I mean,
Okay.
I have done ridiculous things, but yet.
Oh no!
Okay.
Trust me, I'm about to do something ridiculous, probably too.
All right. Well, speaking of, it is your turn, Cora.
All right. So I can only imagine that they're all going to come our way.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
Uh-huh.
I am going to. Let's see. Well, one's slowed, and I can't
Nope,
imagine they
it's not
have.
slowed anymore.
Oh, that's right. But I still can't imagine that they have great speed anyway.
They're giants. They tend to move a little quicker.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
They're tall.
I would estimate 40 feet. I haven't looked at their sheet.
Yeah.
But they do have
alright.
radius between you and them.
Yeah, but what I want to do to most effectively do it, I have to be one space behind radius, I think. So move to here and ready to cast 4th level spray of cards when they move up so that I can capture. Let's see a way that I can draw this. 1, 2, 3. So
Oh, that's
basically,
interesting.
this 15-foot section cone.
Okay. All right.
So I want to be able to get as many opponents as possible
Mm-hmm.
when it goes off.
Wait. So you.
So I'm readying to cast.
Oh, I see. So you're hoping to have something else move into your range.
Yeah.
And then do it. Okay.
Yeah. So so that I can be specific with the trigger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I got you.
When like.
I'm going to delete your little drawing, but I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I want to try to get as many of them as possible.
I hear you.
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
So.
It is the sergeant's turn. And as she approaches, she sees Kneecap. As you were approaching her, give me an impression of your.
I am yeah. I am angry, and I am going to get her. If it, you know, yeah.
Yeah. So she sees that, and I think there's a moment, probably Cuspid sees this too. There's a moment of her looking at you and sizing you up a little bit. And then you watch as a magical disguise is let aside, and she transforms into
A
um,
hag.
no, actually
Oh gosh,
not
no!
in this case, but
Wow.
rather a giant a frog-like monstrosity
Oh. Oh
with
yeah.
Oh
gray
no.
skin and spines, and
Sad?
they snap
Mhm.
their fingers and cast fireball on Kneecap and Cuspid.
Oh. Oh.
Remember your bless.
Hmm.
It's good might be needed. Oh boy.
So that's a dexterity save for the two of you.
Am I
Um,
able to see this for
yeah,
danger?
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's right in front of you.
Mhm.
21 for me.
Okay, wow. So you both save, and it's a pretty low damage roll.
I got
Honestly, there are
15.
yeah.
Uh, 15 before bless.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Uh,
So both of you save. For some
Six.
reason, I was looking at the wrong thing. I thought you had saved already. But yes, you both save, and you're only going to take 11 fire damage each.
Ooh.
Let me make my concentration check.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
So 14, more than enough,
Okay.
even without the bless.
Yep. So they look a little disappointed that that fireball wasn't more impressive. And then they are going to push forward this way. And they're moving through here, and it's difficult terrain, but they're going that way.
They're going for the gate.
Mm-hmm. It
Mhm.
looks that way. So I think all of you are starting to realize that with you have to conclude that Malleus's last breath has escaped him, because you're suddenly all feeling that strange sort of reality flickering and splintering, and all of you looking across this battlefield, because as a reminder, this part that we see on the map here is only a sliver of this enormous cavernous space that has battles like this happening all around you with hundreds of other combatants. And you watch, gazing across this battlescape, seeing different versions of this fight. There are some where it seems like you're being overrun, some where they're already mopping up those that had tried to come through the gate. There's strange, almost lightning like, jagged visual effects happening through that seem like there's a moment where it almost looks as though monsters from one version are trying to cross over into another. And all of a sudden, you realize that, that it has shifted and settled once again into a new configuration. And in this configuration, Tarsus is once again with you. So, Tarsus, because in this sort of version of the reality, you had been with everyone all along. So tell me approximately where you think you would be on the battlefield.
I think I would be about here with the fighting berserkers along
Okay.
with
So
Oh!
I won't have you do that, just because that puts you right in the line of fire of where Cora was setting
yeah,
up her attack.
yes.
So I think
Yeah.
she would not have done that if you were standing
Right.
there.
So let's say I'm back here then.
All right, that works.
Yeah, throwing support.
Sure.
As
So
needed.
it is
Yeah, that
now
makes
your
sense.
turn.
Great. That's excellent. I've glitched back into reality and things are bad. Okay. Well then, I have a plan. And that plan is to cast Wall of Fire, actually.
Okay.
So I don't know how to use these drugs, so to save my life. So what my Wall of Fire is 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick, and I'm going to have it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's start it here and go. Let's see if I can draw this. Well, the
Draw it
GM
along the square edges rather than through the squares because it works better that way.
10, 10, these are 5 foot squares, right? 10,
Yep. Mhm.
20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay.
150. Yep. Well, so right. So
That's
nobody
one of those things that affects them on their turn, right?
right. On their turn. When the wall appears, each creature within its area, but there's nobody in the area at the moment, would have to make a dex saving throw. But
Well, so it has a thickness, right? So you could
Has a
have the
thick-
thickness, for example, be overlapping that first one if you want.
yeah, why don't we hit him? So he's gonna make a
Okay.
dex saving throw.
And another thing is like only one side does
Right,
damage.
right,
Mhm.
right. The side against the portal is the one that does damage.
Yeah. He hits a critical fail on his dex saving throw.
Oh, it's too bad for him.
Mm,
He's going to take 13 fire damage.
okay.
Isn't the amount of damage like within a range of the wall?
Within well, 10 with 10 feet of that side, but it would be
Mhm.
on their
Yeah.
turn. So yeah, I mean he took it immediately because he got it right.
Oh, he was right in it.
But
Yeah.
next turn, that whole set of people are going to start
So
getting
is it if they start their turn there?
if they ends their turn within 10 feet of
Okay,
that
so
side.
if they retreated, for example,
They'd be fine.
or
Or if they
Or
right,
if they enter the wall.
if they enter the wall, they'll take the damage.
right,
but they
if
wouldn't
they
get the passive beats.
retreated out of that range, they wouldn't. But
Correct.
also, you've placed it such that that would require them to do
Right,
something
go back
other
through the
than
portal.
their current plan.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
Also, you're fighting berserkers and rage giants, so you know, and they're not, I think that is a fairly good tactic there. So that wall of fire takes its place, roars up into existence on the battlefield. Anything else for your turn?
I'm going to let me get back to my cursor. I'm going to back up a bit because Core is going to start spraying things. I
Mhm.
want to get out of Core's line of fire.
Right. And I think in your peripheral awareness, you would also see.
See this- I
You
see-
may not have noticed the transformation, but you see a monster.
I see that. Yeah, I see
creature
our friend
creeping
yes.
through that one of those craters. Yeah. Okay. So Radius, you know that just behind you, Cora is setting herself up for a spell of some kind. What would you like to do?
Let's see. If I do that to get close, I can't cast a spell. Well, no, I can do a cantrip still, correct?
Yeah, you can cast if there's a bonus action one and then an action one. It's okay if one of them is a cantrip.
Alrighty. So then I will use another slot. Bonus action, Misty Step, and I will go 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll do 15 feet here.
Okay.
And hello, Miss Frog Person. And that will be a what is the best one here? Honestly, we're just gonna go with damage. Firebolts
Okay.
on the frog lady.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll your attack.
12 to hit.
Okay. 12 unfortunately misses.
And bless is what, a D4?
Yes.
Mhm.
Does a 14 hit?
It does not, unfortunately. It seems to, impact a particularly thick and rubbery portion of its hide and does no damage.
I don't think there's nothing I can do to boost it. Nope, but that's fine. That'll be my turn.
Okay.
Do that one more time.
I'm.
Thanks for the wall of fire, by the way.
No, it's whether or not they go, yeah, we can just go through it. Well, the one
Oh,
guy's
I'm sure
kind of got to figure out what he's
Mhm, mhm.
first go.
Yeah. Okay, so it is the Berserker's turn. And I think that I'll go ahead and um, this guy I think up here is close enough to one edge that he's going to try to see if he can't
Go around it.
go around it this way. And then use his
Yeah,
mhm.
he wouldn't have. Yeah, as long as he doesn't cross the line, he's fine.
Right,
It's
yeah.
his-
So he used all of his initial movement. Actually, hang on. Does he have a higher movement speed? No, just 30 feet. So he is dashing though to try to get back into, and I think he moves into right there, which
Okay.
and then I think then this guy is going to force himself through.
Okay, then he will take the damage for the force through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's roll that damage. That's 23 fire damage on him.
Wow. Does he make another dex save? I think he
No,
does.
it's if you walk through the wall, you just take the damage.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I think now he was looking backwards and up at the Ettins, and it's a thing of like, it's like the officers is like they're standing there just watching you, like are you gonna chicken out or are you gonna actually do the thing? It's like, okay, I'm doing the thing. Um,
Oh God, it hurts.
Yeah. It's like use that fire. All right. In any case, I think as he moves in, I think he would be coming in this way, and I still haven't done the turns for these guys, but would this trigger your attack, Cora?
Yes.
All right.
And that would get those first three.
Yeah. And so
Right.
is this his dex save for them as well?
Yep, deck 16.
Okay. 10, 19, 6. So the middle one saves, but the other two fail.
All right, so that's 29 damage.
Wow.
That's
Well, you used a higher.
Failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used fourth slot on this.
oh,
On a
okay.
save, they take half.
Yeah.
So that's
So, and then
14.
they're
14.
so the one that just forced himself through the fire runs face first into this fan of cards and is almost dead and blinded. And then that's 14 for this guy who saved.
and not blinded. Yep.
And so that one is going to run up to attack you directly.
Yep.
And he is attacking recklessly. That's a 20 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
10 slashing.
Okay.
This guy who just got blinded is going to do his best to attack where you were, but he's attacking with disadvantage. But he's doing so recklessly, so it's a straight roll.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
But consider yourself lucky because without the blinded, it would have been a crit. So it is 9 slashing damage instead of 20.
Yep. That's still. Ow.
Yeah.
That still counts.
And then so this guy is going to move forward to try to do the same thing, but I'm going to have him roll a dexterity save as he moves to that spot.
And see if he falls in.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he
Oh,
got a
yeah.
3, so I think he tumbles down and is prone at the bottom of this crater right here.
Oops.
And then I think that's all the berserkers that had their turn now.
Yep.
Okay. Caspid.
All right. I am going to cast a quickened sacred flame on the one that fell down the pit.
Okay.
Dexterity save 16.
Right. And he's going to roll that with disadvantage, being prone. 13, so I think that fails. And yeah, he's fried.
And that since that was a cantrip, I will use my action to cast a 3rd level empowered guiding bolt at the fleeing slod.
Right.
Oh, that's not going to hit.
12 is not
No.
going to hit, unfortunately.
Well,
You got
Bless.
yeah,
You can roll it, but
yeah, that's a.
16 won't hit either.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh well. Yeah. I'm gonna stay where I
They
am.
grin maliciously back at you, and their smile is enormous. There's a lot of teeth there and a big wide mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna duck behind that barrier.
Yeah. Okay. Now it is the Ettin's turn. They are. I think there's two there that are just going to go ahead and push right through.
Yeah.
Let's see, and they do have a movement speed of 40. 20. 30. Yeah, that one's going right there. Going to attack you, Cora.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably if they're pushing through, they just take the damage, right?
They take the 21. They
Okay.
take 21 fire damage.
Okay.
All right.
Cora.
I need to start looking at my other characters because,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Well,
This
what
is-
were we
this
just
is-
saying about who is left?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know I should not have said anything, and I know I should not have gone for that. Like
No.
I was like,
All right, so you're getting a battle axe and a morning star attack against you, Cora. The battle axe is a 23 to hit
yep,
for 19 slashing,
and I'm boom.
and then the morning star as well for 2 death saving throws.
Oh, ooey. Oh boy.
And then the other one that's just pushing through 20, 30. Let's see. I think they can't get to where they can attack anybody
Should I roll
on
the
that round
damage
without
separately
do-
on them? Or they
No,
take-
I had them
take
take
the
it both-
21?
both
Yeah,
the
okay.
same.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I think he has to dash to get up to where he'll be in range of you, but does so, Tarsus.
Yeah.
This other one here, first of all, the one that had taken the guiding bolt.
Yeah, that fades now. By the way, let's
Okay, because you didn't.
because
it was
I
full
didn't have a
round.
clear line of sight on
Yeah.
him, so I
Mhm.
couldn't follow up.
That one is the one that's in the fancy armor and seems
Mhm.
like he's in charge and maybe marginally smarter. Is going to start climbing up the pile.
Yeah, of course you are.
Uh,
You aren't that dumb.
yeah, and
That's
so
okay.
I think he gets here, and then he's going to dash as well to get basically to get right here. And it seems clear that they're leaving space. They're trying to cover the slot's
They're
escape.
trying to cover. Yeah. So they are.
All right. That makes it excuse me. So that makes it Kneecap's turn.
Okay, and it's an acrobatics check to get over the barrier. Just go straight.
Yeah, if you want to climb right over it. Yeah.
Yes.
It still would count as difficult terrain.
You're probably better off going around it.
Well,
Yeah.
doing it, and I got a 15.
Yeah, you're fine.
So, however much it would take for me to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and kill or capture.
I mean, it's a
I don't
slog.
think. Well, also, I
Okay.
don't think either of those things is entirely within your control yet.
Okay, well, it's more what.
Fair
what do I
enough.
try?
No, it's a good question, but they're also
Okay.
looking like they're not worried right now.
I'm just gonna attack
Okay.
and gonna do so recklessly. That's 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay. And that is 15 damage.
All right.
Then 25 to hit for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then oh, ah, okay. Okay, so that was 14, and then plus 17
Nope.
total.
Unfortunately, 17 doesn't do it.
Okay.
Okay.
You now know
But
the
those are a couple of significant hits, and they're suddenly looking annoyed at least. Not scared or worried per se, but
Yeah.
irritated.
Yeah.
Okay. Malleus, I think we didn't really have time to do this the normal way. It would be your turn, but what was Malleus's? We should have done this on the last round, but what was Malleus's sort of recovered memory as you're departing?
I think that the memory that he recovered was of the bittersweet memory of leaving home, which was a mine in the mountains in a very, very cold place called Icewind Dale. And
Ah.
stopping by for one last drink at the bar. Where the friends of his tribes had settled up accounts before he started on his little quest for the biggest explosions he could find.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. So, Cora, as you lay there unconscious, go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Okay, so that's just a straight roll at 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's more death saves. Oh,
Oh,
I know,
Oh
so,
no!
yeah.
And then there were none.
Yeah.
then there
Oh,
were,
well, there are none. Like, yes, I'm dead, but
Mhm.
we still have
Right.
Radius as an original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but
Yes.
as Cora, as this aspect of yourself slips away, you find yourself recovering a memory from your past that had been eluding you.
Being taught the bagpipes by my grandfather.
Okay. Nice.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, I think with you right there, Kneecap, having attacked it a couple of times, the Slod decides things are going okay for their side, so maybe they don't have to hurry away quite so much. So they take their greatsword, which was not an illusion apparently, and they're going to slash at you with that greatsword twice.
Yep.
24 to hit.
Yep.
For 6 slashing damage, which reduces to 3.
Okay.
Then a 13 to hit, which I believe would miss. And then they're going to try to bite you as well.
Okay.
That's a crit. It was actually a double crit. So
Oh,
if even that would have been a crit even if it was disadvantage.
Yeah.
So that's 13 piercing damage, which would reduce to 6 for you.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they are actually going to move away regardless. So you do get an opportunity attack.
And because I went reckless last time, this would also.
Oh,
be
you know what? I should have then. It should have been at those attacks should have been at advantage. So the one that I said missed should have also hit.
Okay.
So that would be another 10 slashing damage reduced to 5 for you. But yes, but your reckless still can apply to this opportunity attack.
Okay. So that is 27 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 10 damage.
Okay. So, I'm not going to reduce it right now because you do get off another attack. But one thing you do notice as they're sort of moving away from you, crawling up the side of this crater, you notice that some of the initial wounds on them have started to heal. And so basically the regeneration this turn exactly equals the damage you just did, which is why I'm just leaving it right now. So they took 20 movement to get up to here, and then that's the end of their movement on this turn. Okay, Tarsus.
Yeah.
I think you sense that Cora's life essence has left her.
Yes,
But
I
also
think,
you're surrounded and things don't
I'm
seem
also
like they're going
surround-
super
I-
great right now.
things are not super great for Tarsus.
Yeah.
Right. Let us figure out a better plan. I'm just okay. So I'm going to cast spiritual weapon here to try to hit the slot.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Um Tarsus's spiritual weapon is a forge hammer. A big,
Okay.
huge forge hammer.
Hammer. Okay. I'll give you control over where to put it here.
Where's the stupid? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll put it there, and we will try to whack the slod.
All right.
Whack a slod.
Whack a slod.
Sounds like a good game.
26.
That'll hit certainly.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Only 6 force damage, but well, I got enemies all around me, so I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
And
Or
so
you can disengage.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
I could, but
You should.
well, I
Definitely.
mean, we got choices. We got very bad choices. Of
Well,
where to
the question
go.
I guess is that like if you're not retreating,
Yeah.
where do you want to be standing?
Right. Okay.
Because
I-
especially those Ettins might be able to move far enough that well, but up to you to decide where you want to go.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Disengage and move to here. That make because less than them able. Only one
Well,
of them.
it also depends a little bit on like what you're trying to achieve at this point, because certainly
Right,
the
right.
more you pull back, the more likely it is that the sergeant's going to escape.
Yes, that's true. I have no good way to get past those Ettins. Okay, let me go back. All right. Disengage. Crap. I want to go after. I want to go. But I can't move through these guys. I would just too many attacks. All right, I'm gonna go sliding this. So this way, you'd have to make athletics checks to get through this rubble, or is this difficult
No,
terrain?
it's just difficult terrain.
Okay, so I will move to here. That's 15. That's 30. Yeah, I'll move to here. I'm gonna go play
Okay.
chase the Scarlet.
Okay.
Right.
So
that's my turn.
that was you disengaged though for.
I disengaged.
yeah,
Yes,
okay,
I disengaged.
Perfect.
And moved.
Okay.
Yeah. Search weapon, disengage move.
Gotcha. Okay, Radius, it is your turn now.
Alrighty.
You have me as cover for you, Radius.
Yes.
Fireball.
Where am
Fireball.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
are you on where? You're on top of me.
I'm on top of you.
Yeah, I can't see. I can't see my actual token.
Well,
but
I'm right below you. I'm right above you, actually. I'm not on top of you. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Hold on, let's see.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. I will scramble out this way because this is difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
All right. So 5, 10, 15. And then I will, and as I'm passing Kneecap, I say, we need to go. And then when I get here, I will, because it's only 30 feet, so that's extra. So I only can move at half speed. So then I will have to suck it up and hope this works. And I will cast a large black tentacles in a 20-foot cube to get all of them.
Okay, so
Well, all
well,
three, the two
the
Ettins
two
and the
Ettins and the
Slod.
sergeant that are in the group there. Is that who you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
If any others that are alive.
Well, 20-foot cube is only 4 squares by 4
Oh
squares.
yeah.
So
So yeah, it'll be them.
yeah. So basically, yeah, you can get all 3 of them, but not anyone
Yeah.
else. So what
And-
say? Do they need to make a save?
Deck save DC 14. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm drawing where I'm suggesting you should cast it.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
that's good
sense.
stuff.
Well, especially it makes it they would have to pass through there to
Yeah.
go where they're trying to go. Okay, so it's a dex save, you said?
Yep, DC 14.
Okay, for the left Etten, 16.
Mm.
For the right one, which is the one that seems to be in charge, 4. That one fails, and then the Slod,
Sergeant Slod.
Sergeant Slod, 16.
Whew. So only one of them gets the damage.
Do they not take half even on a save, or?
Let's see. Let's see. Bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles of a creature that starts its turn in the area. It is also restrained by the tentacles and takes 36 3.3d6 damage. Yeah, no,
Okay,
they don't take. Yeah,
So
it happens on their turn. It's one of
Okay.
those.
yeah, happens on their turn.
Okay.
But the restrained one does take the full brunt. Let me see what it is. 10 points and is restrained.
Okay. Hang on, I'm looking up the spell too, just because I know this was one that's got some quirks to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, we rolled the saves early because normally they would just do it on their turn. So we'll just remember for when it's their turn how that went for them. Let's see. Yeah. So if they are not. Yeah, it makes it difficult terrain still. And then they, okay. So if they save, they can basically not be restrained and move through, but that's all adjudicated on their turn. So anything else for your turn?
Nope.
As
It's
you
not
conjured these otherworldly void tentacles.
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay. All right, is the Berserker's turn. I think these two are going to come down here and try to get on this side of Tarsus and attack you recklessly.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a crit for the first one for 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then a 24 from the other one for also 13.
Okay. I take both.
The one that was blinded is not blinded anymore, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So good, because I didn't roll as though he was blinded. Okay, that is the Berserker. Oh no, we had this one more Berserker up here.
He's no longer affected either.
Yeah, he doesn't have the green dot.
Oh, okay. This guy's running down here. I think he's gonna slide down here, but and yeah, he's gonna attack you as well, just because tactically that's what makes sense.
Yeah.
That is a 24 to hit for 12 slashing damage.
Oh man. I took it
And-
on the chin.
Concentration.
Oh yes, concentration check. Okay.
So even though the wall, so the wall of fire is
Is the concentration?
yeah, but I was just gonna say, like, if you move through from the non-damaging side, and you have enough space movement to get past 10 feet, you don't
You
take
would-
any damage, right?
Yeah. You can drop it. There's no one on the other side.
Well, I mean, depends on what you want to
Well,
do.
no, moving through it, you would take the damage.
Yeah, but everyone's
Oh.
on the side now.
Right. You're
Well,
right.
I'm
Hold on,
thinking
hold
about
on,
the
hold on.
sergeant having to go back through.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
No, they would take the damage going through the fire, but they won't take any
Okay,
damage.
fair enough.
when
All
they
right.
do it. Okay.
Gotcha.
So anyway, Constitution saving throw.
And that's 3 of them.
3 of them, right? 1.
Just getting a 10 for each, though. This is all you need. Okay. Looks like that is a 10. So, oh no!
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Unfortunately, the
Well.
wall of fire.
The wall of fire
Dissipates.
goes kaplooey.
Mm-hmm.
So I got
Yeah.
yep. Whoopsie.
For the record, the wall of fire does do damage to anybody passing through from either direction.
Okay.
Right. but
And
it's
damage to anybody who ends their turn within 10
Within
feet
10
of
feet.
it.
Right,
on the
okay.
side that's
on,
Gotcha.
on the hot side, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Good to know. I'll even though it's no longer active
No,
for
yeah,
this.
you can use it for future battles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
if,
Ow.
if you retain the ability to.
If I retain the
Alright.
ability to catch a fire after this battle, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in any case, though, Cuspid, it is now your turn.
Yeah. Um,
So I think I want to just say tactically, just kind of for fun here, I want to have just a brief moment of interiority for Cuspid. Is there even a part of you that just says, maybe I could get away?
yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't
There's
want to put
nothing that
anything on
says
you,
that,
just tactically.
but-
Okay.
Yeah, but Cuspid is going to um uh, uh, use a bonus action to burn a spell slot to get some sorcery points.
Okay.
Um, is going to move to here. Yeah, move to there. And cast an empowered guiding bolt at the Chief Etten.
Okay.
Oh. $19 to hit.
A 19 does hit. And lucky for that, bless, because a 15 would not have.
Yeah. Okay, and one pretty crappy damage roll later. I'm going to re-roll the 1s and 3s, so that's
Okay.
5 of them. Much better. That is 22 plus the original 5s from that makes it 32 damage.
Nice. Yeah, that guy is,
Mark
he's couldn't take another one of those.
Yeah, well,
Not to mention, he's also one of the ones restrained. Well, he technically isn't restrained because he wouldn't have been rolling until his turn. But yeah,
right.
he's going to be restrained in a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That's action, bonus action, and move, so I'm done.
Okay. So it is now the Etten's turn. This is when they would have actually made their saves. So the one on the left is not is not restrained by the tentacles. It's going to move here. The one on the right is restrained, and so I believe takes the damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes-
Yeah. So 3d6 bludgeoning damage, and he's restrained by the tentacles.
Yep. And the damage was just 10 damage that
Okay.
I rolled.
Well, 10's not bad against this one guy who's already looking fairly hurt. He is going to use his turn, his action, to try to make a strength check to pull out of the restraint.
Yep.
He only got a 13 though, which I think your save is
It
14.
actually does fail.
Yeah. That's a low roll for him. So he uses his turn trying to pull out of those tentacles, but just ends up like wrapped up even further. Okay, so this other one though that wasn't restrained is going to attack you, Tarsus.
Yeah.
You know, he's like so glad you just showed up, right?
Yeah. To be
Wow.
short.
So it's a critical fail with the battle axe, though. I think he accidentally clips it on that big projectile that it's made this crater. The Morning Star
It starts
only gets a
beeping.
10 to hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's sort of shifting back and forth on the unstable ground, and the heads are yelling at each other. It's kind of like, "Come on, why didn't you hit that guy?" It's like, "Well, you didn't hit me either."
I like the fact that the Ettins sound really posh.
All right, so then this guy here is trying to figure out like where can
How
he
we can
get
get-
to. Yeah, so let's see, 10. I'm gonna call that 20, 30, 40. Yeah, so I think he's trying to. Yeah, he's gonna dash to try to get up to you, Cuspid. He's kind of squeezing and trying to push past these barricades, but he can basically get to here, but had to use his dash to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to. All right. Want to move some of these labels, but it's complicated. There we go. That moves it, making the GM layer labels less obstructive. Okay. That is the Ettin's turn. Kneecap, you're up. How's Tarsus looking?
Tarsus is a 29 of 67, so
Okay.
he's a little battered.
Also, like, literally
Surrounded.
pretty surrounded.
Pretty surrounded too. It's just like,
Kneecap does not want to let the sergeant slot escape.
That's
But
true.
Kneecap
Yeah.
also does not want to lose any
Mhm.
more of his friends.
Yeah.
So
I'll remind you, you could potentially use an attack to try to grapple, if you wanted.
well,
But up to you.
is,
Yeah.
catch that
basically
pigeon. Catch the.
going. Well, ah,
No, those Ettins are no joke, dude.
No. Those Edmonds. Those
I'm
Edmonds,
gonna-
it's like a truck.
I'm gonna use 10 to
Mm-hmm.
to go up here. I'm going to grab Tarsus
Okay.
Oh,
and
I'm heavier than I used to be. Just
drag
the
him away.
saying.
He's a strong little guy, though.
I
got
know.
23.
Yeah. Okay. So you're pulling him out of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I appreciate it.
So
Send me
I mean,
back.
you can only probably get so far, because you
Yeah.
would be at basically a quarter speed trying to pull,
Yeah.
and on difficult terrain already. But you can get
Probably
maybe
get like 10 feet.
yeah. I'll say you can. So go ahead and place yourself where you would be, and we can say
Yeah,
where
we-
Tarsus would be.
Oh,
Save the cleric, save the world,
okay.
or a cleric. We have
Go here and then
Okay.
put
Like right there.
Tarsus right
Yep.
down there.
Okay.
Yeah. Since I can't share space with the radius,
Mm-hmm.
I probably would take an attack opportunity from one of those berserkers.
Yeah, you would. That's only a 13 to hit, though.
Yes.
All right. So I think that's your whole turn now.
Yes.
Okay. That makes it Malleus. So you're not, except not. I'm going to take you out of the initiative because otherwise I'm going to keep doing that. Same for Cora. Okay. That makes it the sergeant's turn. They did make the save, so they're not restrained, but it is still difficult terrain. they have blind sight. So I don't think this is a blinding spell anyway. But
No.
let's see. What's their move here? Um, I think they are trying to get out of this area. I think they're going to use 30 feet of movement to get here out of the effect of the spell. And so but that's their
Um,
whole base movement. What?
uh, doesn't he have to repeat the dexterity save?
No, because the one we rolled before should not
Was it?
have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
rolled until the start of this turn.
Oh, okay.
So we're
Okay.
using the one from before.
Okay.
But yeah, so if that had not been the case, but so technically the save should not have happened until this turn anyway.
Okay.
But so there's a moment where he's those of you who can see them are there's a moment of saying, well, they could use their dash now to run back to the gate, but then they look back at everyone else, and I think
Mm, mm,
I think I know what's gonna come.
we're not gonna like
Um,
it.
but the fun thing here is they've got another use of fireball, but like
Okay.
how to place it, because they don't especially care very much about
Collateral.
their collateral damage, but they're not focused on it. I think they're gonna, let's see. Let me make a circle of the appropriate size here. It's 20 feet radius, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that right? Yeah. So I think, yeah, I think they're placing it so that they
You
can
made it
get.
45 tall.
Did I?
Mhm.
I was trying to. Oh, you're right. I was gonna say it looked wrong, but I was just miscounting anyway. But yeah, so I think they don't care about the one Etten that had gone around to try to hit Cuspid, but um, I think, not that you would necessarily know this, but they are also carefully not hitting the one with the gemstone helmet.
Figures.
But yeah, so that's going to be a dex save needed for everyone else remaining there,
Okay.
including one of those Ettins.
Okay, I failed my deck save,
Well,
but I am resistant to fire, so I'm gonna take half damage anyway.
15 for me.
Can I see her from where I'm at?
Yeah, and I think likewise you have the advantage on dex saves, kneecap.
Yes.
But
Uh,
what's your
Um, if because I've never had this spell to use,
okay?
counter spell.
Oh, well, perfect. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh.
if you want to counterspell,
Yeah.
that just works.
Yes,
They go
I
to
do.
counterspell and like they go to fireball and it just dissipates. It's like,
I just want y'all to know that is my last third level slot.
Yeah.
well, I think
yeah,
there's
we're
not
all
a
pretty-
But that's a
that's
good use
fairly
of
good
it.
use of
Yeah,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise
Yeah.
that would have been 26 fire damage coming to all four of you there.
Yeah, that could have been terrible.
Or depending on saves. But anyway.
I
But yes,
want y'all to know
that's a good.
That's clutch.
Yeah.
that was it. I almost didn't prep it.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Uh-huh.
magic missile, and I had been using it in conjunction with that candle.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't have the candle anymore, it costs me spell slot. So I just got rid of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I picked up counter spell.
Well, hey, you know
Nice.
what? I don't think it was a bad investment.
No.
But so in any case, that's the end of the sergeant's
God.
turn. Although they do continue to regenerate.
Oh god.
And that makes it your turn, Tarsus.
All right. So first thing, we're going to move the spiritual weapon to here and take another whack at the slot.
Mhm.
That's a Baker's 20,
That hits.
Nice.
but only 5
Oof.
force damage.
Oof.
Oh, I know. I'm not.
Well,
rolling
I
low
mean,
damage.
it's like, I think part of it is just that we've become a little bit used to people casting that at a high spell slot. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm going to cast third level cure wounds on myself.
Okay. All right. Are you
Yeah,
gonna move?
that's
Yes.
Yeah, if you're going to move away, Kneecap will not stop you.
Yeah, I'm going to move to 5. It's difficult terrain, 5, 10.
Right. And if you want to move
15.
like over a barricade, you need to make a check.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move to here. So
Mhm.
I got 19 back from my hit points. So
Okay.
that's okay. So that is the end of my turn.
Gotcha. Okay. So it is the top of a new round, and there's a thing I haven't been doing, but this session. But let's have a D10 roll from someone. How about from Malleus, since
Oh.
they're
Okay.
otherwise unoccupied at the moment.
Hee hee hee.
That's a 3.
Well, so I think you are lucky in this sense because that is the best outcome of the little chart. Nothing bad happens. If you had not already, you would have had an opportunity to see Sergeant Lugic doing something suspicious, which you do in this case. You all see Sergeant Lugic looking like a gray slot and attacking you all with fireball spells. Pretty suspicious, if you ask me.
That's very suspicious.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
very.
Suspicious.
Yeah. Okay, so Radius, it is your turn.
Alrighty. At 4th level, I'm going to cast Fireball. And I should be able to
should have
get.
kept that circle out.
Yeah.
I should be able to get the restrained one, the other one, and the sergeant, and I because it's only 20-foot sphere.
Yeah. Well, I
Only
mean,
20 foot,
20-foot
Oh,
radius though. So like,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
So you
So-
can do this.
You
I'll get them.
you can
Then I'll
get-
take
you
them.
can
I'll
get-
take them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take 'em all.
All right. No, fantastic. So we'll start with the berserkers. Dex saves 1,
Yep.
2, 3. That's an 11, a 14, and a 5. So this middle one would take half damage. So let's see, one of them is just fried. I'm going to let's see. And then it would be 14. One of them has 1 hit point, the one who saved. And then this guy takes 29. And I'm going to leave him as the. I'm replacing which berserker I had as the initiative tracker because the one that was it is dies. So one of them is just dead. Another has, and the other 2 remaining are very, very badly wounded.
And is the restrained one still up?
I haven't even done those yet. That was
Oh,
only
okay.
just the
Okay.
berserkers.
Okay.
So the other 2 Ettins, the one that's not restrained, gets a 13, so he's going to take full damage. He's still up. The other one is restrained, and so is going to disadvantage. I was going to say, trying to remember. Click. That's a 4. He's going to fail, and it is going to kill him.
Yes.
Does
Someone stick around and get his stuff.
Does it roast that crystal on his forehead?
It does. And what
Uh-oh.
effect that has, you'll have to see in a moment.
Hopefully not big bada boom.
The Ettins were 14 initiative. That's what they were. All right. And so, yeah, that one is dead. And now the sergeant themselves. $16. So they're going to take half.
Yep.
And they are resistant to fire, so they're going to further half that. They're going to take 7. But
as a player, I think I know what the thing is with that crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping it's not what I'm
Oh,
Well.
are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, oh God, hope not.
I guess we'll have to find out, huh? So
Hmm.
you wouldn't notice any change right away. Um, and so but the one that had the helmet is now dead, and I can
Down 2 to go. And
I'm
the slot and 2 berserkers.
okay. So that was a pretty good turn.
And now I would like to beat a hasty retreat.
Sure.
To let's see.
Behind the clerk.
Well,
Clerks?
I mean the downside there is that there's another Etten over there.
Right. So like
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just over here
on
on
this
the
way.
edge, like near the
Mhm.
barricade, like, well,
Yeah. So I
okay.
think you're looking past what would be the edge of the map here and just realizing that the edge of the map, obviously the battlefield continues, but there's more fighting over there.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
So
like, well, we're gonna play ring around the rosy with Ettins.
okay. So that is your turn.
Yep.
It is the berserker's turn. We've got a couple here that are that they're very badly burned. They look up at the one remaining Etten, and the Etten says, "Go on." So I think they're gonna rush over and attack Kneecap. Uh, that's a crit
Oh,
for 20 slashing damage, so reduced to
wow.
10 for you. And then a 17. Oh no, with a advantage is 24 to hit, so that's another 11, which would be 5 for you.
Okay.
All right. And that is the berserker's turn. Cuspid.
Okay, I
You're looking
accept
way
an
up.
attack of opportunity
Okay.
as I rush over to Radius.
Okay. They swing at you. There's a brief debate between the heads over which of them gets to do the attack, but the Morningstar wins. They get a 14 to hit.
Not quite. Bounces
All right.
off my mage armor.
All right.
All right.
Woohoo!
I drop the bless,
Okay.
wrap my arms around Radius, and cast Fly.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh.
And go. My flight speed is 60 feet, but I've used 10 feet of movement, so I figure I go 50 feet up.
Okay. Nice.
Up and away.
Mm-hmm.
I say I don't have much left, but you're better on offense than I am, so just you shoot, I'll
Rain
fly.
down.
So you cast fly just on yourself. You're carrying them, as
Yes,
opposed to,
yes.
so you don't
Yeah.
both have fly, just you.
No,
Yeah,
but- I see.
I'm hauling them up in the air.
Okay.
I'm a grizzly backpack.
All right. Okay. I think carrying him, if he's not also flying, you wouldn't be able to make quite so much distance.
Okay, so if I'm half speed, then 20 feet in the air.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, still, I'll go ahead and what I'll give you, just for the sake of convenience here, is out of melee range for the giants.
Right.
So,
I think that's
That was what I was.
ultimate-
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I was
ultimate
looking
plan.
for.
and I'll allow that. And yeah, one of the ends is, "Hey, not fair." All right. That's Cuspid's turn. It is the Etten's turn. And I think this one's going to stomp over and attack the target that remains.
the poor cleric.
Uh-huh.
Here we go again.
Battle axe, 21 to hit.
Misses.
21 to hit, misses?
Yes, it does. My armor class is 23.
Wow. Remind me how that happens?
Okay, 18 for plate armor, +1 for Soul of the Forge, +1 for integrated protection, and +3 for a +1 shield.
There you go. That's a pretty good AC. How are they
I
hitting
bet-
you before?
You hitting me with 24s.
Okay, I guess that does it.
27s. That's
Well,
why you're hitting me
that,
before.
I mean, it stands to reason then, I guess. I just didn't even realize. Okay. So the there's a 21 to hit and a 15 to hit between the two, and they both miss. And then
There's a reason I grabbed Radius.
Yeah.
I got really unlucky with that set of shots. I am
Mhm.
supposed to be a defensive tank here.
Yeah. So this other one here is going to kind of move over here and attack Kneecap. 17 to hit.
Yeah, it's
The Morningstar misses, so the 17 is 9 slashing damage, 4 for you.
How you
How are
doing
you
with hit
looking?
points?
I
Yeah.
am
You need help?
pretty hurt, but
Mm-hmm.
I am still up.
All right.
Well,
I am, you know, I'm in the last.
Yeah. Half the blood he's
20%.
covered in is his, half the blood is everybody else's.
All right. Okay. So that is their turn. It is now your turn, Kneecap.
Okay. Well, you said both of these
Yes.
berserkers are
Pretty
heavily
hurt.
injured.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
And they've been attacking recklessly, so you get
Yes.
advantage on them,
They-
even without having to be reckless yourself.
It's true.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Oh, should the Etten have had advantage on you just now?
No.
Okay.
Uh,
It wouldn't have made any difference anyway. Now that I
11
look at the
points.
rolls.
On the top one.
Yeah, that one's dead.
Okay. Then 13
13 does hit them. They're only wearing hide armor.
for 15 points.
That one is also dead.
right.
Okay.
Yay!
So I am going to run away from the Etten.
Okay. It's going to make one opportunity attack.
30.
Only got a. Oh, wait, let's see. You were not reckless that time,
No.
so it would just be 12 to hit, so that misses.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy, you left me with two Ettins.
Well, so now it is the sergeant's turn, and as you kind of watch over, you suddenly see, like, they were looking like they were pretty satisfied with how this was going. There's no one blocking them from escape through the gate. They're pretty happy at that point. But as soon as the Etten with the helmet went down, they suddenly have a desperate, hungry look in that direction, and they're like looking through the battlefield, and they're gonna actually dash, but having to skirt around this tree and then try to push past the Etten to get to the body of the one that had the helmet. And they had to use their action to get there. So they haven't had time to do anything there yet. But you see, as soon as they arrive, they're scrambling to try to see if they can get at the helmet of the dead Etten.
Oh no, you don't.
Hmm.
Oh
Okay.
no, you don't.
Okay, and then they regenerate 10 hit points. Okay, that is their turn. Tarsus.
Right. Okay. First things first. Let's move the spiritual weapon here and take another whack.
They
at-
can only move 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You can
Oh,
still
you-
get within range.
All right,
Yeah.
20 feet. There.
Okay.
Inside the still tentacles. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought it was 30 feet. Okay, let's give it a shot with the.
I think some of the tentacles futilely try to grab it, and it's like,
Yeah. One of them manages to wrap around so when it swings, it looks like the tentacle
Yeah.
is whacking it.
There you go. yeah. 19 hits.
19 hits
Mm-hmm.
for
8 force.
eight
All
force damage. All right. All right. I'm here. I have one Etten.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well,
I'm going
do
to
it and bring it
disengage. Or should I take the opportunity attack? I'll take the opportunity.
Up to you.
No. What's that?
Just
All
coughing.
right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take the opportunity attack and dash
Okay.
to
They swing at you, but only get a 10 to hit.
get to here. Okay, and get to here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to stop this slout if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll move to
Well,
here,
so
then.
since you still have an action and they had to dash, and so we're not able to try to grab at the helmet yet. If you
You can
wanted,
grab the
you could
helmet.
try to do that.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. I'm going to make you make a sleight of hand check to try to
Like,
get the helmet off of it.
Oh, I'm terrible at this, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that didn't work so well.
Wow. Okay. So I think that you're not able to get it off this turn, but the sergeant is going to have to compete against you to get it when he tries.
Okay. Well,
So
okay.
like you've not gotten it off. It looks like it's actually really hard to get off. Like it's designed to not just come off really easy. But you managed to get close enough to it that he's not going to be able to get at it without fighting you for it.
Okay. That's fine. I
Okay.
can,
All right. That's your turn?
that's my turn.
Okay. Um, Radius, your turn.
Alrighty.
So you don't have much choice in your movement at the moment, and you can potentially direct Cuspid.
Yeah.
I'll let you hold an action, and if there's cooperation there, if you want.
Yeah, because my turn comes right after yours.
Yeah.
So
Right.
if there's someplace you want to move, just let me know.
Honestly, right now they're still within range. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast at second level command on both the sergeant and the Etten.
Okay.
And my command will be flee.
Okay. They actually, for different reasons, both have advantage on this save, but let's roll them and see. It's wisdom save, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, the Etten has advantage because there's two heads. You have to persuade both of them. So that's a 19.
Yep.
And then the Slod
Yes,
has
magic
advantage
resistant.
because they are magic resistant. Yes. Wisdom.
Magical.
Wow, and they only just barely make it. The two rolls were a
Ah.
1 and a 14.
Oh, damn it. That would have been
Mhm.
clutch.
Yeah.
That was the last second level one I got on that.
Okay.
And I guess let's see. Can I do that as a free action or is that a bonus action? Let me double check that. Because if I can activate my spell book, I can try one more time.
So what would you be doing?
That's mine.
If I manifest mind,
Mm-hmm.
I can cast firebolt. Or I'm sorry. Actually, I can't do that because it has to be a leveled spell. Crap. I can't change the damage on it because they were resistant to the fireball. And I'm out of high level slots. So I guess since I did that, just gonna be a cantrip. It's gonna be some firebolt action on this guy.
Okay, on which? The Etten or the Slod?
Honestly, it's gonna be the Etten because
Okay. Mhm.
I think Tarsus and the spiritual weapon got this. If
Okay, well, we'll hope.
Fingers crossed.
Well, let's see.
for at
So,
least now.
Go ahead and roll against the Etten then. Which one? The one over by the sergeant or the one by
Yeah, the one by the sergeant.
Okay.
Oh, I have to do something.
Do this. 24 to hit.
Hits for 9 damage.
Yep.
That one's starting to look fairly hurt at this point.
Okay. And I will say to Cuspid, just try to distract the one near us. I'll try to help out Tarsus.
So you're hovering up in the air outside of their direct melee range.
Yes.
But yeah. All right. So that makes it your turn, Cuspid.
Yeah. Dirty dirty bastard Etten's killed Malleus.
And Cora.
Anchor, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna fly around over his head.
Mm-hmm.
My hands are occupied, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have
Forecaster.
anything to do that way. Yeah, anything
It would
I
be hard
have
to
is,
do the somatic components.
thematic components here. So yeah. I mean, if I thought that there was any chance of working, I'd like swing down and trying to kick one of them in the head, but I'm not going to take that risk.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just taunting that one to try to keep him off of Tarsus.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you could try and use radius as an improvised weapon.
Yeah, basically.
No, not doing that. Not doing that. Just flying around that guy and keeping him distracted. That's all.
Just drop radius on someone for bludgeoning damage. All right.
That's what you would use
Okay.
kneecap for.
All right.
Yeah,
Let me know if you want
you
to.
had been a little closer, that might have been what happened.
Well, let me know if you want to be somewhere else vertically. Like, I mean, you know, like wherever you would
That's
show
as
on
good
the
a
map.
representation
Okay.
as anything
All right.
else.
So the hope is that you're distracting the one, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, make a performance check. No, you know what?
Alright.
Make an athletics check because you're trying
Okay.
to do
Well,
this.
I rolled
yeah.
a 10
Okay.
and my athletics is +1, so it'll be 11.
Okay. I'll go ahead and say that they're not going to have any sort of mechanical effect, but you certainly have their attention.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So that is now the Etton's turn. I'm trying to decide what he would even try to do. Technically, I suppose, because there's two of them. I think they're really annoyed, but I think you didn't roll high enough for them to be literally so goaded that they would try to attack you if you're literally out of range.
Yeah.
And they're no good at throwing, so they're gonna, in frustration, sulk over to try to stomp towards Kneecap.
Sorry, tried.
Yeah.
Hey,
Did this? Is there? No, they still have only 5 feet, so they have to. Yeah. So in any case, battle axe. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
11 slashing reduced to 5,
okay,
and then a 17 to hit.
hit.
14 damage reduced to 7.
Okay, kneecap is pretty low right now.
Right.
Okay.
Way too far away to help you.
All right. That is that Etton's turn. This one here is a little not. He's kind of not sure what is happening right now. Like, he was trying to cover the sergeant's escape, and then the sergeant ran back into battle and is trying to get the crown. He doesn't really understand like why that's happening, and he also doesn't really have an easy way to. I think he is going to try to step over the barricade to get around to you, Tarsus. He's big enough that I'm not gonna make. I'm gonna give him advantage on this check to climb over the barricade. Which is gonna just be. Okay, no, he fails. I think he's trying to climb out of a crater over a spiked barricade that is designed to stop enemies from doing exactly this. So I think he is trying to climb over it to get around to where you are, and then accidentally pokes himself in the groin with one of these spikes and falls over backwards back into the crater. So that is the extent of his turn.
So sad.
Yeah. So I think he that's the end of his turn. All right.
Might have been better off braving the tentacles.
Oh. Well, in hindsight, yeah, probably. It's certainly bet more to his skill set, but I think he also kind of is not clear on what they do exactly, and they definitely look scary. Okay, that makes it your turn, Kneecap.
We got his
Okay.
boss.
Woo.
And the this Etten is really hasn't been damaged that much.
He's taken a few hits, but he's pretty healthy still. He's not bloodied.
Yeah, I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
Also, you come up to like halfway up his shin.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and move away.
Okay.
That's 10.
Ring around the spiked barricade.
Okay.
I'm going about here, and I'm just yeah.
All right. I think
I'm going to move so I'm just within his, just like out of his regular movement.
Okay. All right.
Like,
yeah. So if assuming you're doing that, your rage is going to drop. because if
Yeah.
you don't take damage or make an attack.
Hmm. Uh,
Actually, I think you. Well,
I
let's
have.
see.
I haven't used bonus action for anything, so I could just.
Um, yeah. I think I don't remember the rule exactly. Let's see.
There isn't a written rule about using your bonus action to maintain it, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, you could spend another rage
I
as a
Mhm.
bonus action.
I'll just I'm okay with just spending a rage.
Okay.
Another,
Yeah. All right. That works then. You can do that. Okay. So you are spending another your bonus action and another use of the rage to have the rage still be up. Perfect.
yes.
Okay. That is Kneecap's turn. It is the sergeant's turn. And we're going to have a contested strength check with Tarsus over the
Okay.
crown.
Oh, God.
Okay. You're,
And he's pretty strong.
yeah, kind of figured. Strength check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Nate.
He pulls it out of your hands, yanks the gemstone out of it, and holds it up triumphantly. Says, "Yes! Free at last!" And that was his action to do that. And so then clutching it like Gollum might clutch the ring, he is going to try to move past you here. So you will get an opportunity attack.
Okay, I'll take an opportunity attack on him. I'm not great straight line fire, but I'll give it a shot.
Mhm.
A 22 will actually hit
Yes.
him.
That does hit, yeah.
Why did I roll 2 dice? Oh, no.
Okay.
Seven damage.
Is the divine strike not applicable?
Oh, you're right. Oh,
That's what it. The second one.
yeah,
is.
that's right. It is. So it is 11 damage, right? You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
So it's 7 bludgeoning and 4 radiant.
Radiant,
right?
4
Yeah,
radiant, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, he does take that damage.
I haven't used that yet. Yeah,
He is
so, yeah.
also partially regenerating on his turn, though. So it's the equivalent of one damage, but that eats up all of his regeneration as well.
Yeah.
He takes 15 feet, then 25, and then I think so he's moving past, but it's difficult terrain to get past the thing. So he is going for the gate now, but he has got the gem and seems very pleased with himself. All right. That makes it your turn, Tarsus.
All right. Do I go I have to go after him, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay.
Well, he or she, it was posing as a woman, but
Go after them.
But
Him,
they
them.
were the
Yeah.
mole that you're hoping
Yeah.
to.
They're the mole. So
Mhm.
what's the best tactic to go after them with? Their fire resistance. I am mostly fire. But first of all, we're going to move our spiritual weapon to here, and have the spiritual weapon do its whack attack. Let's roll that.
Mhm.
That will miss, however, with a
Yeah.
critical fail. And I will move to here, and I will sacred flame them. Why not?
Okay.
So Dex 15 save for them.
Yeah. Advantage because they are magically resistant. However, that's still only a 10.
Okay. 13 radiant damage.
All right.
That's a nice substantial hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So right, so that's my turn.
Okay. And Kneecap, I think you would not have lost your rage that turn because you had taken damage in the round before.
Okay.
So what it is at the end of your turn, if you didn't make an attack but also haven't taken any damage since your last turn, that's what it would be. But you did take some, so you wouldn't have had to use the extra
Cool.
use. Okay, that was Tarsus. Radius. Oh, actually, hang on. We need someone to roll another d10. How about Millie this time?
Oh, God.
The nature of this adventure gives players who have died in combat a little bit more to do while they wait through the rest, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that was a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a D10, which You need.
Or
Okay. Well, I mean,
we know it's not the best
This
because
is
that
just
was
this is just on
3.
a table. What happens here is that another berserker shows up on the field of battle.
Oh,
Oh, huh.
You know, there's worse things.
Like
Um,
3 Edens.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Where is the berserker? There we go. Yeah.
oh, hi.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was it. Specifically says near a random character. So let's see.
I am a random character.
Yeah. I
How's your
think.
hit
Well,
points,
yeah. You know
Thomas?
what? That's just naturally who I kind of went to. All right. So Radius, it's your turn.
How's your hit points, Tarsus?
I'm at 48 of 67. I'm pretty decent.
Okay. All right. So first thing first, bonus action, healing word to kneecap.
Yeah, Kneecap needs it much more than I do.
It's not a lot.
So
But yeah, 3 points.
Well, yeah.
Almost max.
Better
And
than none.
and then I will ray of frost the slod.
All right.
that's a
Mm-hmm.
cold day in Akaron.
Also can reduce their movement speed if you hit.
Speed, exactly.
Yeah.
25 to hit,
All right. That does hit.
10 points of cold.
Nice. They only take 5 because they're resistant to elemental damage, but the movement speed reduction,
Is what keys
10
there.
feet reduced, I think.
Let's see. Yep. Yep. Until the start of my next turn.
All right.
My next turn. Yep.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Okay. Cuspid.
All right. I'm going to fly north here,
Mhm.
30 feet to keep radius
Okay.
in range of what's going on.
Thank you.
Don't have much else I can do with you in my arms.
Okay.
Right.
I'll let you have the dodge action be up.
Okay, great. That's exactly what I'll do then.
All right. Or for that matter, I'll let you have use the dash action if you wanted to move further.
No, I think that's where we want to go. So
Okay.
dodge makes sense to me. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay.
there could definitely be projectiles coming in from outside the battle at this point.
Okay. So I think it's the Ettin's turn.
Oh, you know what? I am going to use a bonus action to change another spell slot into
Okay.
Close turbines.
into points. Yeah.
All right. So this Ettin is chasing you, Kneecap. They have to dash to keep up, but they do.
Okay.
So no attack. This guy is going to now not try to go over the barricade this time, but risk the tentacles. So he has to make a dex save, I believe.
Yep.
Come on,
They're
tentacles.
not good at those.
Come on,
4. Oh no!
tentacles.
So he's just gotten himself restrained by the tentacles. Then, so go ahead and roll that 3d6 damage as they beat the crap out of him.
That is an excellent thing.
I'm glad you kept your concentration on that.
I honestly thought about it. I thought about dropping it because I didn't.
No,
think that
it's
did
good. Just
where's that? There it is. Oof, not bad. 9 points.
Okay. That Ettin's looking pretty hurt at this point too, and he's also now restrained by the tentacles, and they're pretty strong. They might be able to pull out of it, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I only expected to
But not this
potentially
turn.
catch. Yeah, I only
Yeah.
expected to potentially catch him on the first one because it
Yeah.
can be a deck save.
Mm-hmm.
But the breakout is always strength. So.
Yeah. Okay. Kneecap. The one is chasing you down.
Yes. I'm going to.
run, Kneecap, run.
Run, Kneecap, run.
Yeah. Ah.
Especially because your speed is so fast.
Yeah. Just.
I mean, you can just kite him around.
I think I will do that. Just like, I'll disengage
Do the Benny Hill on him there.
disengage
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I disengage, go 45 feet, and just spin. You can't get me. You can't get me.
Make a performance check.
Okay.
Fast as can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Exactly.
14.
Okay. I think one of the two heads is just absolutely enraged by this and is just like, we're gonna get you, you little pipsqueak, and the other one's going, dude, calm down. There's a lot of targets on this battlefield. We don't need. It's like, no, that one. So are you trying to run over closer to any of the others, or?
Yeah,
I'm.
where'd you go?
Hmm,
I mean,
think-
remember, there's battle all over here, so
I think
it's
I'm
not really
mostly
a place
just
to
kind
go
of
where
going
there's-
side to side.
Okay, so you're just using your speed to basically, like, just
Yeah.
keep that one occupied. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it is the sergeant's turn now, and they're looking frustrated that this is slowing them down. But they're trying to can't go. I don't think there's actually a rule that you can't go past the spiritual weapon. I don't think it
No,
blocks
it's,
the space.
it
like,
doesn't-
substantial.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he is still going to have to do 10 feet of movement to get 5 feet there, and then another 10 feet to get on the other side. And so that is his slowed movement speed just to get here. And
But
then
I get an opportunity attack before he does that.
you do. Well, so yeah, you do. Yeah.
But I miss.
Okay. And so then he is going to use his dash to basically get up to the gate, but he's not through it.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get them guys. I think that
Who
ship is.
knows?
I think that ship is might just about sailed.
Hmm.
I could try. I don't know if I can get within 20 feet of them.
Hmm.
I could try the rope of entanglement,
You could.
but they're pretty strong. They won't last. It wouldn't save me long, but it might be worth a shot.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
in any case,
just-
that was the sergeant's turn.
Right.
And then the so that makes it your turn now, Tush.
Right.
Tarsus.
Okay. So this square is difficult terrain or not difficult terrain?
I'll say that one is not, but the two to the west of it are. That's what
so
I just did for him.
5, 15, 20,
Yeah. And don't forget
25.
spiritual weapon.
Yet I'm gonna get to spiritual weapon at 30. Go here. I'm gonna throw the rope of entanglement at.
Okay.
I'm gonna unleash the entanglement on them.
Okay. Is that
so
how does that work?
that's they must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or become restrained.
Okay. And this is this is a magic item. I guess it's
But
against
to
spells and
maintain-
other magical effects. I feel like that would still be, yeah, the magic
Okay.
resistance would still apply. But so that's this. It is advantage, but let's see. That's a 16.
Okay, so they're not restrained.
I'm
Okay,
a little
so
I'm a
the-
little bummed. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna rule because this is the rope of entanglement's not just a rope. This is the one that looks like a snake that you got from
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Fanel.
Um,
I'm gonna
Oh no, I have a thing. I'm going to
rule of
whisper it.
cool that the magical resistance would not apply, and his first roll was a 5.
Okay, so they're restrained.
That thing, and so like this snake that had been looks like just like this molted giant snake skin seems to sort of rejuvenate and come alive and wrap him up in its coils.
Right, and in my bonus action, I'll move the spiritual weapon to here, and the spiritual weapon will whack at the.
And he's restrained, right? So it would be with advantage.
Yes, it would be, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
18, good.
Hits,
good.
yeah. Just hits.
6, yeah, so that's 6 force
Okay.
damage.
All right. So,
That's my turn.
okay, great. That makes it Radius your turn.
All right. Yeah, it's just gonna be
Let it have it. Let them
yeah,
have it.
it's resistant to everything, but the
I
most
know it's
Well,
not
it's-
resistant to actual physical damage.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
resistant to
resistant
elemental
to
stuff.
elemental stuff,
Yeah.
which is a lot of what I have, but
Mhm.
not everything. This is my spiritual weapon, for example.
They're an interesting counterpoint to a lot of other things.
Oh,
where,
that's a good point. Reading in the chat, yes, that's a good point.
well, I guess I'm gonna, because it does the thing. I'm gonna do with Ray of Frost.
okay.
Does that have advantage? 'Cause it's a
Because he's
ranged attack.
restrained, yes.
Nice. Ooh, almost a crit. 25 to hit,
25 does hit.
and that's 6 points of cold.
Yeah, so he'll only take 3, but he will have the reduction on him. Although
Not
right
that it
now
matters
he
that
doesn't
much.
need
I
much
can't
to
do-
go through the,
can't go anywhere.
the portal.
But yeah, that'll be my turn because I ain't got nothing left.
Well, yeah,
Actually, whoa, wait, no, wait, never mind, because that's not a bonus. Never mind. Yep, I can't do anything.
all right. So that's Radius's turn. Cuspid.
Gonna go 10, sail over the tentacles, 20, 30 over to here, dragging Radius with me.
Indeed.
You know what? I
I
think,
So before you do that, I realized this berserker. I didn't put him back on the initiative, so I'm gonna have him actually go first, if that's all right. That's where
All
he
right.
would be. But all
Okay.
he's doing is trying to chase Tarsus. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so he is dashing up to catch up with you.
Go away. Go away.
all right, so 10, 20, 30, I'm actually gonna descend down and plunk Radius down
Okay.
behind Tarsus.
Like there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Float up a little and hit the restrained critter with Sacred Flame.
All right.
Do you have any more movement left?
If I'm moving half speed because I'm carrying you, then no.
Okay, so the dex save would be advantage from magical resistance, but disadvantage from the restrained. But he only gets a 9, so that's a
All right.
fail.
So that's 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Does not like radiant damage. Not resistant to that.
And as a bonus action, burn another spell for
Points.
social
Okay.
points.
All right. That is that's Cuspid's turn. It's the Eden's turn. So this one that's restrained in the tentacles is going to get that 3d6 again before he can even try to break free, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another 3d6?
Yeah.
Getting some work out of that. Good lord, I gotta go all together. There it is. Ooh, 14 points. Almost.
All right.
Nice
Yeah,
roll.
that one is almost dead. He is going to try to make a strength check to break out of the tentacles. He gets a 23.
Oh yeah.
Which is plenty.
So I think he pulls out. He's gonna have 5, 10, and it's difficult terrain. So I think he's almost dead, and I think he looks around to see if any of his comrades are watching, and then starts kind of creeping back around this way.
He's a little big to be sneaky, isn't he? Does he need to make a stealth
He's-
check?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying you don't know where he is. I'm saying that he doesn't even seem like he seems like he is essentially saying, "All right, I'm good." but he doesn't want any of his friends to see that.
Yeah.
So in any
Yeah.
case, the other Etten here is still chasing Kneecap around.
Yep.
All right. That is the Etten's turn. So Kneecap, it is your turn. Are you just continuing this little, all
This
around the
way?
mulberry
Yeah.
bush?
This
Yeah, I
way?
think I will.
All around the mulberry bush, the Etten chased the Kneecap.
Well, you could make him follow you into the tentacles.
Actually, I will head towards the tentacles. Yes.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and let's
go around the outside.
Yeah. You know what? We've had actually a couple of rounds of abstracting that. So if you want to have that happen this time, you can. Are you running into that field yourself? I don't think you're immune to it.
No.
No.
So you could,
Like run around the far side of it and try
Yeah.
and get him to cross into it to get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Well,
So tell me what direction you'd be coming from and where you'd be trying to go and have him follow you.
I think I would try and wind up, like, I guess here,
Having come from where?
outside.
Okay,
Kinda
so hoping that
correct.
he's coming in from
Yeah.
here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. So that you did just now on your turn, and so now it is the sergeant's turn here.
Burning
Yep.
another rage to keep that up.
Okay. And then so the sergeant now is going to try to break out of this snake. The rule is just they need to make another strength or dex check. Is that
That's correct. Target's choice.
okay? Is it a check or is it a saving throw?
It's a check.
Okay, well that means they don't get advantage on that. They are pretty strong though, so let's see.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried
That's
about.
only a 10.
So no, they are still in my snake.
Okay, so they had to use their action to do that. So they do regenerate still. The slow from the previous round of Ray of Frost is worn off, but that's only because they didn't go anywhere. Okay. Yeah. So they're cursing in some unfamiliar language that I think it feels gross to hear. It feels a little bit like you're being, having to stand under a waterfall of sewer water or something. All right. That was the sergeant's turn. So Tarsus, you're up.
Okay, so first of all, let's have the spiritual weapon attack.
Bonk.
Bonk. Let's go
Mhm.
bonk them. Bonk
Yeah.
them.
advantage.
With advantage, yes. The
Hits.
Baker's 20,
Yep.
11 force damage.
Nice.
We like that. We have this. We have this. we
They're
have this
they're starting to
berserk-
look injured at this point. Like they've been regenerating, but they've also been taking damage. So
We have this berserker here. Now, can I cast guiding bolt at this at the slot with this berserker sitting next to me?
yeah, Yeah.
Okay, then
they have to have a feat to have opportunity attacks against spellcasting.
Okay, let's send a guiding bolt at the slot.
All right, so roll that with advantage as well.
That hit as well.
Nice.
Oof, almost another crit.
18 radiant,
Okay.
and they're sparkly.
All right.
Not that anybody needed advantage on him anyways, but
No, but
Well, it's still a good attack for sure, and
it's an aesthetic.
and it will represent advantage even if somehow the restrained ends.
Right. So that's my turn. I'm good.
Are you going to stay where you are there, or try to move up to melee range with him?
You know what? I'll take the opportunity attack and do that.
Okay. Okay, so the berserker is going to
Take a
swing
whack
at you.
at me.
Shoot, you know what? I closed the little, there we go, here. He gets a 16 to hit, attacking
Yep.
recklessly.
No, not even close, bud.
Yeah. So, so he attacked recklessly, so he is now vulnerable to that, and that is that's Tarsus's turn.
Yep.
Okay. let's get one more D10. You want to do this one again, Lee?
Yes.
Okay.
Big bucks, no
yes.
whammies.
D10. That is a 2.
Okay. Well, again, that actually just means that you hear somewhere in the middle of all of that slotty cursing, you hear it's like, I can't believe I put up with these people for so long. You know, the original Sergeant Lugic was some kind of a saint or something putting up with these people. I can't believe I had to pose as that for so long. Ah.
Life is tough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Slod.
All right. So,
Let's-
yeah.
let's-
Okay. So, Radius, it is your turn. And you are now on the ground again.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over here
Mhm.
to the salon, and I want to take what it took.
Okay. Yeah. So it's still pretty strong, and it's holding onto it like real tight. So it is a contested strength check.
I'm not very good at those, but if I use guidance on myself, I couldn't do it because that's an action, right?
Yeah. I think you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't have your action to do it. They rolled pretty high.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold your action.
Oh,
I'll cast guidance. You'll get the benefit.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I will hold. I will wait until I get some assistance.
well, for that matter, if you are, if you're doing your thing too, Cuspid, you could be just helping to provide advantage, which is probably better than guidance.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I was gonna, I'm gonna, on my turn, I'm gonna go around him and give him advantage.
Okay. And
There
you
we
were
go.
up in
Around
the
this
air
berserker
still,
there.
so I don't think the berserker has opportunity attack on you.
I had dropped down in order
Okay,
to
yeah.
drop off Radius, so
Right, okay.
I'm yeah.
All right. So in
But-
any case, Radius is holding it, like is going to try to grab
Finally. Yep.
the
Yeah.
gem. The berserker actually goes first and is going to try to attack Cuspid with the great axe. That's a critical fail.
Okay. Yeah, so on my turn, I'm going to head around to where the spiritual weapon is.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can share a space with it. I'm just gonna kind of duck underneath it.
Yeah, I think you can move past it if you want. Or let's not have you. You can move through, but let's not have you share the space.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna help Radius.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Now, is
go
there-
ahead and make your strength with advantage, but you're trying to beat a 20.
Oof.
Nope.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Un-
I mean,
un- yeah.
negative.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. He's pretty strong, and so although you see that he's gripping this thing in his hand, his hand is just this vice.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Too bad we
no.
don't have any command left.
Uh,
Anyways, as a bonus action, I'm gonna recover a 4th level spell slot using
Okay.
sorcery points.
All right.
Yep. That's it. for me.
Okay, so this Etten is moving around here. He's basically going to come around and try to go through the portal from the other side. This guy is going to try to, like, he sees you move past that little space there, and there's a moment of like, barricade or tentacles, barricade or tentacles. And he decides to trust his strength first, so he's going to move into the space, and he has to make a dex save. I think,
Yeah.
you know,
Come on.
that's a 5.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the clutch tentacle.
Oh my God. Can you just imagine the conversation? Art?
Yeah. So go ahead and roll those 3d6 for him, and then I think that does he get to make the check against it on his turn, or I don't think so.
He can take an action, right?
Right.
Yeah. You can
to-
take the action.
Okay.
To do it.
Right. Yeah, and he will. So he is going to take that initial 3d6 for looks like 11. And then
Yep.
so he uses a strength check to pull free though. And that's his action to do it, but he does get out there. Okay. That is Now your turn, Kneecap.
Okay. Huh?
Over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We
try
need
to
you.
just
Yeah.
Come join the
run
party.
without disengaging.
Okay. You are disengaging or no?
Without.
Okay. So he is going to swing at you.
Okay.
Hold still, you little wanker. That's only a 9 to hit though.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
If you need someone to try to pull something out of a strong creature's hand, maybe a barbarian.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
gonna just go ahead and dash up to here.
Okay. So you dashed though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
dash.
Okay. All right. But
And
you're definitely like
I'm
he's at the portal, but he's also surrounded.
I'm next to the slide and just.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. Cool. It is the sergeant's turn. He would have to break the restraint, so he can't even just like roll through the portal or anything.
Nope.
I don't. I can't
immobilized.
conceive of anything other than doing that he would do at this point. Actually, yeah, and he used both of his fireball uses already today.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, dropping a
can't
fireball
do
on
that
all of us
one.
would be plan on his part.
Turning invisible would be. Like, what's the point at this time? So I think just trying to break so it's just a strength check.
Yep.
But that's only a 6. He's
Nope,
strong.
he's still
rolling
he's-
low on that
he's-
one.
They're
Okay.
still stuck.
Okay. He does
Ooh.
still
We like that.
regenerate 10 points, but he's definitely not as strong as he was. Okay. Tarsus, it is your turn.
Okay, first step, we're going to do our happy dappy spiritual weapon attack.
With advantage from
With
it's,
advantage.
yeah.
Yep.
But for both restraint and the guiding
That will
bolt.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 10 force damage.
Okay.
I am not the strength person of this party, so
Alright.
I'm just going to give them another guiding bolt for
Well, I
fun.
was gonna say some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit of guiding bolt
Okay.
action on you.
Did the last guiding bolt wear off?
It
Yes.
would
You
have
got
with that
advantage
first
anyways,
attack.
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you would have to technically move back one to do
Okay,
unless you want to do straight roll, because
No.
you're within 5 feet. You would have disadvantage on.
No, I would
ranged
move back. I'll
attack.
move back
Okay.
to 5 feet.
Okay, so that is
16
16 to hit. Unfortunately, misses though.
misses. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
So-
squirming around a lot. He's really struggling.
right. So that's the end of
Okay.
my.
You
turn.
could move back up if you wanted.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah, because it's like an
Mhm.
opportunity attack necessary. Okay.
He actually, I think, would have tried to claw out at you when you moved back, so he's going to try
That's
that
fine.
attack with disadvantage. That's a 16.
Yeah, not even close.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Radius, that makes it your turn again. Given that it's a strength thing, it's possible that you might want to.
Yeah.
You can certainly tell everybody what's going on, because I don't know that Kneecap has been as aware of the whole gemstone thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I'll tell Kneecap, take that from them, and I will point to their clutched hand that I was trying to grab at earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and
How about you give Kneecap assistance,
yes,
Yes.
Oh, actually, yes,
and I'll give him guidance, and we'll have the best possible chance.
Okay.
indeed. And as a bonus action to helping, I would also like to give him another, give them another healing word.
Okay.
Because that is
I will take it.
All right.
well, 2 points, but it's fine.
Hey.
Okay. So
There you go.
that is
my
Radius's turn.
current health by 5%.
All right. So the berserker is going to come around and chop you with their axe, Radius. That's
It's
going
like
to be a
it's a-
22 to hit for 14 slashing damage.
away.
Shield.
Okay.
Wink.
Man, I've only got one more slot.
Yeah.
I'm almost out.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the Berserker. Cuspid is doing guidance.
I'm gonna fly up and over behind Cuspid and use
Okay.
guidance on him.
All right.
Hmm.
Um, and then it is the Ettin's turn. This Ettin is going to go through the portal from this side and is out of the combat.
Have fun back on the plane of war.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna just
have
move
fun
them.
facing your higher ups.
Yeah. Okay, and then this guy is he's chasing, so he's dashing, so 10, 20, 30, 40. So I think he has to dash to even get here. But he's coming though. All right, Kneecap.
A lottie coming.
It is your turn. You have been told by your friends this creature has something in his hand.
Okay. And
You've been given guidance and assistance from your friends.
it's just strength
Just
or
this
athletics?
is just strength
Okay.
because it's literally just prying his hands open, right? It's not
Yeah.
like
Arm wrestling.
yeah. But I think if you're raging, well, I guess that just gives you advantage you have already.
That's 19.
Plus
And
guidance.
go and do the guidance.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, 20. A bigger 20.
He rolled a 15.
Yes.
Guys,
And so, Kneecap, as soon as you are holding this gem, the slot just goes limp, and he just limp, and he looks up at you and says, "What is your command, Master?"
Other
Kill that
Actually, yeah. Attack the Etten.
Okay. All right. So right at this moment, though, he's still tied up. But
Right.
But yes,
I can fix that. My turn.
yeah. But yeah, this is his control gem. The Slod must obey whoever possesses the gem.
All right, now
Ooh.
that's our barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Love that. It is the sergeant's turn. He's going to, he's still restrained, but he's doing his best. He's going to try to break free of the restraint. That's a 14.
Still not free.
Okay. So
Wow.
I think he's looking up at Kneecap and just kind of giving a, "What do you want from me here?"
What do you want?
Okay. So that's his turn.
Remarkably
Tarsus, it is your
expressive
turn
for a
now.
fog face.
Okay, so I will.
He's like a
I will-
Muppet. He's got a Kermit face, but like evil Kermit.
I will
He's doing
use
the
a
like
bonus.
his face all scrunched up.
Yep, I will use a bonus action to release the restrained target.
Okay.
And okay, so I still have an action. We still have an a berserker.
Mhm.
Right. All right. So I haven't. Okay. So they're not technically an enemy anymore. So I'll just throw a guiding bolt at this Etten here. Why not? See
Okay.
how that works.
Yeah. Seems like a
All
plan.
right. Seems like an idea. That's only a 16.
16 hits that guy.
Okay. Okay, 17 radiant damage, and the
Okay.
Etten is now sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
I use my bonus action, so I can't use my spiritual weapon. I could move.
Yeah.
I will slide to here
Okay.
for the moment. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. We need a D10. Millie, how about your turn?
Sure. Three.
Oh, you guys keep rolling in that category. So,
Woohoo!
Thank you,
Yeah.
Corey.
Now it's complaining that it had its chance,
Mhm.
but now it's
Yeah, it was so close.
Close.
It was so close. He's like, stupid magic resistance. I should have resistance against that stupid snake thing. Guess it's
happy
just
broke
like
up
somehow
again.
because it's like an animal thing, which is like, antithetical to my whole deal. Stupid
Yeah.
nature magic. All right. All right. That was the start of the round. So Radius, it is your turn. The Slod looks like they are very reluctantly going to follow their orders to attack the Etten.
Yeah. And I did say that out loud.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Then
Well, I think as soon as you had the gem, it was very obvious that the Slod just instantly stopped struggling.
Yeah. Well, just to make sure that I know that everybody else knows what I plan.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, we're on board.
Sure.
I will.
You still have that berserker that just chopped you with an
Yeah.
axe too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move over here and take that opportunity.
Okay. 7 to hit. So yeah, I
thank
think you're
you.
okay. All right.
And I will, since they're on our team now, I will firebolt the berserker,
Okay.
and then we should be okay. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Where's the Etten on the initiative chart? I don't
Oh,
see it.
I'm so it's at 14. It'll go after you. I put
Okay.
the other one on the GM layer because they were gone, but they were the one
Right.
that was on the turn tracker, so I can.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Nice.
You
So,
should have rolled that at advantage, but you don't need to.
So looks like 10 fire damage was 18, so it's 28.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
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 28.
That's pretty good.
Whoosh.
Like these guys are tougher than that, and this one's fresh, but that's still a pretty good hit for cantrip for sure. Ugh.
Whew. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Because I'm holding on to that last first level slot.
Yeah.
Maybe move a little bit further. So
You are, I will remind you, all still standing right
in
next
front
to
of the portal.
Oh, I know.
Which is a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
Malleus
I
can
know.
tell you, and in fact,
Now,
I
Malleus,
think
listen,
I
be
think there's a
careful.
moment maybe where you recognize the danger of that because you look down and right, Malleus's poor little mangled body.
Mangled
is
body.
right
Boy, he's
there.
right there with
Yeah.
all
Right.
their.
Yeah.
So
all
I
his
will.
equipment.
I've got a little bit left, so I will
Yeah.
use the last.
Speaking
to
of
get
which,
here.
like, remember, like, you don't like, they don't show, your replacements don't show up with all the same stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be my turn. I'll move over here.
okay. It is the berserker's turn. He didn't like what you just did, so he's chasing you.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, and he can just get you. He
Where's
is
him?
attacking with advantage because he's reckless
Yep.
and partly on fire. 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Scale.
All right, Cuspid.
Okay, I am
Husband.
flying over the Etten and around to Cora's corpse and taking the horn of Valhalla from her body.
No, the Horn of Valhalla was on Malleus.
Oh,
Mally,
Oh, and-
yeah.
okay. In that
Okay,
case,
even better.
I go over to Malleus's body, take the horn of Valhalla, and fly up into the air.
Okay.
You should take the cloak too.
Yeah, you should absolutely.
By my methods, interacting with an object is an action.
Yeah, I
only
think
have
you
one.
can't grab all of that stuff in one
Okay.
action in a combat.
Okay.
Got the horn.
Yeah,
All right.
but I got the horn,
Mhm.
and yeah. What kind of horn is it?
It is the
Is it
Horn of
s-
Valhalla silver.
Okay.
Uh,
So yeah, I've got the horn.
All right.
okay, good.
You should have blown
Okay.
this thing way earlier in this battle.
Well, I died.
It's true. I don't think
fair, Jolly's-
Malleus's only turn was making the third failed death saving throw. Yeah, so in any case, this is the Etten's turn now, and I think that, everyone was clustered a second ago, but this is the one that has been so mad at Kneecap, so he's running in to attack Kneecap. And so that's a battle axe for 12 to hit, and then Morning Star for 23 to hit.
Oh my.
So 23 does 13 piercing, reduced to 6 for you.
Yes.
How's your hit points?
I am. Well, that was half of my standing.
Hmm.
So yeah, you're in rough shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're between a portal and a
But-
net in place. Or I guess portal
Right.
should be between a net and a
Oh.
portal place.
Oh.
All right.
boo.
That was the Ettin's turn. Kneecap, it is your turn now.
Well, since it came right to me, I might as well do the thing.
Sure.
Do the thing at the place.
Indeed.
Advantage because he's sparkly, and that is a 27
Hits for sure.
for 10
Okay.
10 points.
All right.
And then second attack regular
Mm-hmm.
at 22 for 8 points.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's pretty hurt at this point.
And last attack is 23 for 4 points.
Okay. All right. That's your turn.
Third turn.
It is now the sergeant's turn. They are freed from the restraints. They are going to attack the Ettin. First with a bite attack, which is a 14 to hit. Does hit this guy for 9 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to swing his great sword. And he cuts one of the Ettin's legs off and then coup de grace him as he falls.
Oh, nice.
Good.
And then
Wow.
looks over to you, Kneecap, with just a hateful glare. Your next command, Master.
Mop up this last one.
All right, and then so he will use his movement to run over here.
Doesn't he get 2 attacks with the greatsword?
He does, but I kind of flavored it with, what?
Okay.
Sure, why not? Let's just do it. Great sword. That's only a 14 to hit, but that does hit. That's 10 damage for this berserker. Okay. Tarsus, you're up.
Okay, so let's move the spiritual weapon 5, 10, 15, 20. So can't quite reach Berserker, but all right, I want to be safe. So I'm going to move to here and I'm going to cast the heal on our friend Kneecap because just in case something else happens. So a 3rd level heal for you, Kneecap. So you get 18 back.
Yay!
Feel the power of Vulcan flow through your veins like the fire I know you have, and that is the well, I know I could move to here, and eventually get ready to repurpose some of Malice's equipment.
You could also just pick up the body potentially, instead of literally treating it like looting a corpse.
Yeah, you're right. I'll pick up the body. There we go.
Loot that body. Loot the body.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm. All right. Radius, it is your turn.
Okay. Feeling a little better. But I will firebolt this guy.
All right. Well, it'll be a disadvantage since you're in melee. But,
okay. So
yeah.
I will back up. I'll take the chance.
Okay.
Boop.
He swings at you. Gets only an 11 to hit though.
Yes. Thank you. And where are you at? Firebolt. There it is. Boop. Oh, is that it with advantage, by the way? Did he recklessly? Oh, he didn't reckless. Okay.
Oh no, he did. Yeah. So you're right. It is at advantage.
Roll again. 18 to hit.
That hits.
And 8 points, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. And that will be my. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna. Well, the spiritual weapon can move in next, so I'm actually gonna move back in,
Okay. All right.
and I will point over his shoulder, be like, "Hey, our buddies over there."
Yeah. So I think, well, he got a great sword to the back a second ago. He's definitely aware of the slot.
He's aware. of the-
And in fact, actually, I think at this point he's looking around, and I think you can all kind of maybe get a sense that he is realizing this attack has,
Failed.
yeah, it's not, it's no longer viable, and so he is going to disengage and run. Seeing call
You can
that a
probably make the
difficult
portal in
terrain
one
right
round.
there.
Yeah.
And then he's just gonna run through the portal.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, I will stare menacingly at
Yeah.
at it as he leaves.
So here's the thing: is that I think all of you right now, we have technically no more combatants in this combat right now. So I think you are all realizing that a call for retreat has been sounded in the incursion forces, and so right now you're going to be potentially standing in between the retreating forces and their attempted escape. So it's up to you to decide how you want to handle that.
I think now Kneecap would start heading towards the stairs
Okay.
and command the Sergeant Slot to follow.
Okay.
And I will.
Yeah,
Radius will say, "Get Malleus's body
I have Malice's
And Cora's
body.
body.
and
Yeah.
Cora's body.
Somebody
Yeah.
needs to.
The
Yeah, I'll
slot is
pick up-
strong."
Yeah.
I'll pick up Cora's body. It's like
Okay.
as I pass.
So I think just as you're getting ready to move out, do we have a new Cora and a new Malleus?
Yep.
Suddenly tumbling
Yeah.
out of the portal from Acheron.
What? Wow.
I don't know if we have new tokens for them, but if
I'm
not,
still, I'm still
I
working
did-
on that.
that's fine, no problem. Just tell me. I want each of you to describe what we see tumbling out of this portal.
Actually, you see a tiger pouncing out of.
Oh boy!
Like just a
Oh.
straight up animal tiger.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I think I
Yes,
know what's going on.
I'm in wild shape, baby.
We are good.
So do you? I mean, are you staying as a tiger, or do you reveal yourself once you're through?
Yeah, I'll reveal myself
Just
once
on
I'm
the off
through.
chance that people might say, "Oh no, a tiger, kill it."
Tiger. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's very cool.
So, yep. Like when I drop the wild shape, because this doesn't look like where I just was.
Probably
And I
wasn't.
and I see familiar-ish faces.
Mhm.
Green hair as opposed to like the flame orange.
Mhm.
And blue eyes, and in hide armor with a quarter staff, and definitely nature looking.
Nice. What about
Um,
new Malleus?
following out is definitely a warrior. He's wielding a halberd,
Mhm.
and he is a Githyanki
Whoa.
Whoa.
with bright blonde hair. He obviously dyes his hair, and deep green skin.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
So
a very
he-
different
he's-
Malleus.
That is amazingly different.
I don't know if you remember, but a couple of Tarsuses ago,
Mhm.
I said that Tarsus's reaction is he was shocked to see that that Malleus was a kobold.
Oh, that's
Right.
fun. Yeah.
Oh, you picked that up on me. Thank
That's
you so
fun.
much.
So the other thing is that I think for all of you, even with the shock of the new, there's a part of you that immediately recognizes them.
Yeah.
even in
yeah.
their new forms. So that's fun. And so I think with the sudden arrival of them, there's still a, oh right, we need to get out of here.
Um,
Yeah. So all of you are withdraw to a place of more safety as the remaining incursion forces, now vastly depleted, routed even, are retreating. You have under your complete control, Kneecap, the Slod which had been posing as Sergeant Lukic. And so as you come back out, the of all of this, I think there is a lot of confusion because everyone's looking for the sergeant. Like, where did they go? And there's Sergeant Galler was the Cambion, who was like connecting with you, and everyone's certainly noticing the Slod, who is very sulky.
Right. Before we actually leave the portal, I wanted to use the Mimir there.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, so
Yeah.
I think you might
let
like
the
so.
retreat happen, then the
Well,
music.
that will be allowed. I think right now there was still a little bit of urgency to get away from, like, not be
Yeah.
standing in between the retreating forces. But we can
Yeah.
certainly, there will be a moment to do that.
Yeah.
But yes, I think there's just an initial, a check-in with this other sergeant and just saying, and what is this?
Sergeant Lugic, or what was posing at that as her.
This easy smiling Cambion just immediately scowls. Sergeant Lukic. And they lean into this Slod and just say, "You? What happened to the real Sergeant Lukic?"
Answer. Truthfully.
I managed to infiltrate and kidnap, then kill Sergeant Lukic so that I could take her place. And then I used her position to feed intelligence to the other side. And then they spit on Sergeant Galler's shoes. And so I think there's so Sergeant Galler says, with all of your permission, I think we can take this thing into custody, unless
I would like to present it to the major.
you're holding out like the gem. So yeah, so right now you're
I-
talking to the sergeant, but there was the major that you had made the deal with. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay. He
Basically,
says,
I'm going to hold it on. Say, yeah. Basically, I will hand the gem over to the major.
okay. I'll have you escorted to the major. Can you? I don't think we should have this thing running free, even with the gem or not. So how about can you just tell him to stay here?
Well, I'll point at who had the jar, at the iron flask.
Oh, yeah.
That's on
Oh, but they got
Malleus's body.
Well, so
But
yeah.
That is
That's-
true.
I think the new Malleus is like,
Yeah.
we'll
I would know
fish around. We'll fish around in the backpack and pull out the bottle and show you that it has been bound and said, "This must stay bound."
I could order it to this jar if it was released.
Well, I mean, I'm not telling you to release it. I just don't want it wandering around the city.
No, if the jar was released.
Well,
No.
we
No.
have a whole bunch of soldiers right here that can watch him
Yeah.
while you go talk to the
just-
major. That's
Just
my
probably
proposal.
stand there and not move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this? I mean, I thought this was offering to help.
Okay,
You seem like you're making
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
complicated.
Basically, okay. Yeah. Then I'll say. Yeah. get ropes, get chains, allow them to bind you.
Yes, master. All right, yeah, Sergeant Goller looks over at you, smiling again. Kneecap and just says, "That is fantastic." So I think you are given a moment now that the retreat seems to have completed to go and complete the Mimir activation, if you would like to do so now.
Right away. Radius just takes a break. He just sits and just kind of like flips through his spellbook for a while, taking a moment. And y'all can hear the spellbook going, well, that was very close. I've never seen you use all your resources that way. And it seems very worried and concerned.
It's like,
Aw.
so are these battles just going to keep getting harder and harder?
Yeah.
You're the only original left.
Yeah.
I mean, some of us have been through several, but you've not.
So you see that they actually, as they're binding the slot, they actually bring out a pair of magical shackles, and they say this will keep them from plane shifting if they've
Oh,
ever
oh,
get
that's
in
right.
mind to do that.
Oh.
Okay, so who's doing the Mimir?
I'm the one who currently has it,
Mhm.
so
Oh, yep,
yeah.
you're
A gate of iron and bone. That's I think what it looks like, anyways. Surrounded by a scarred battlefield and the wreckage of battle, and beyond that, a vast fortress facing both inwards and outwards. Describe it accurately.
Okay. All right. Updating the Rigus Mimir Restoration Tracker.
And I think that's the last one.
Nope, there's one more.
no, we have
Automata.
Automata. I mean,
But
you
Automata
all
was
kindly-
Automata
kindly
is
That's
the
right,
last
because
one.
we
me.
skipped around. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should-
so we could, so Tarsus could be there.
So yes, with us an automata.
And we lost the artificer before we went.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So you are you complete it. Once you complete your entry, the eyes glow and you hear a little chime, and all of you are then escorted out to where Major Kalar has come down to meet you and see for herself this thing that was posing as Sergeant Lugic, and just says, I see that there has been some. What? I. What?
Long story,
Weren't you
but
different?
okay.
So I'm not entirely sure I understand exactly what happened with you all, but it seems as though you suffered some losses, and in any case, you have
This happens to us.
completed the mission that I requested of you, and you have my thanks, and let it not be said that the Crown Generals of Rigus do not fulfill their end of the bargain when a bargain is struck and upheld. You are entitled, as we discussed. Where's my?
I know. There's
Yeah.
items from the.
Oh yeah. So I was pulling up exactly where it said. So you get 1,000 gold each, and you are offered access to the Rigus Officers Armory, where you may each select one item, and you discover that this is the Officers Armory.
Yes.
So you can choose any +1 weapon, like any like standard +1 weapon, but any weapon type you like, or a +1 wand of the War Mage, or a cloak of protection, or a set of dimensional shackles, similar to what has been placed on Sergeant Lukic.
Oh,
Or
I
the
think that-
the slot that posed as Sergeant Lukic.
I think Kneecap's going to go for a +1, +1 flail.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you said the
I-
rod of what was it?
No, so +1
Wand.
wand of the War Mage, which is basically just like a +1 to spell casting. You know,
Yeah.
+1 to attack rolls to hit, and I think to your spell save DC. I think. Well, let's see. No, I take it back. Wand of the War Mage +1 is while holding this wand, you gain a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Okay.
Or a cloak of protection or dimensional shackles.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually going to take the dimensional shackles.
All right.
Somebody should.
Okay. Well, I've consequently been looting Malleus's body in the meantime.
Mhm.
So I've already got a cloak of protection. So
Okay.
Malleus is going to take the +1 halberd.
Okay.
I'd like to propose that Cuspid be the one to carry the Horn of Valhalla, just because
Mm-hmm.
I often don't
Absolutely.
have other things to do. So
Yeah, absolutely. Go right ahead.
For anyone unfamiliar, the dimensional shackles magically adjust to fit anyone from small to large size. They certainly work like regular shackles, but also prevent creature bound by them from using any method of extra-dimensional movement, including teleportation or travel to a different plane. It does not prevent them from passing through a portal. And
yeah.
basically, you and any creature you designate when you use the shackles can use an action to remove them. Once every 30 days, the bound creature can make a DC 30 athletics check to try to break the shackles.
So they're
Wow.
pretty hard to break out
Yeah.
of.
All right. So
Yep.
did everyone choose?
+1 quarterstaff.
Okay.
I'll take a +1 mace.
Nice. Okay. Great. So you are given the items of your choice and 1,000 gold each from the the quartermaster, and then you all are you're offered stay in the officers' barracks if you need a place to stay before you travel on.
Given how far it is a walk to the back to the castle, I think that'd be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So I think that the officers' barracks is considerably nicer than where you were staying before. You are, you still have the slate badges, but you have been given. So the little magic insignia that they all have is for like residents only. So you have basically been given like special little VIP badges that affix to your slate badges.
Okay.
Because you served Rigus in combat, right?
Mhm.
You have earned your legit status here.
Cool.
Nice.
And so the officers' barracks they're not glamorous, but they are nice. Like they're quality, right? It's functional, but like nice functional, like new, comfortable, restful, clean, and good food. And you are all able to get a long rest there if you like, and you're also gonna all level up.
Yahoo!
Oh, wow.
I am tempted to bring in Cuspid V3 on the level up. But I want to kind of first of all keep all the goodies. Because we got a lot of goodies here. Like have it happen
Oh,
while
sure.
we're
Yeah, no, I think when it's not with a death, we don't have to worry about like a body.
Right. So because we've got a pretty good cleric now, so we don't need a healer. And I really kind of want to bring in Cuspid V3, whose name is actually Spine.
Oh,
Um,
name change.
Nice.
Name change.
and let me swap out my background for.
Ooh,
Mhm. I need to do that too.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
I need to
Rogue.
do that too.
Very nice. Cool. So, I think we will sort of rejoin the story in the morning, but I think it's kind of fun. This is a rare case for this campaign where we spent the whole session basically in combat, but that was a
I
good
mean,
combat.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was
Yep.
I was
Wow.
rollicking.
exciting. That was like reversals and
Yeah,
yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so when we rejoin our adventurers next time, we will see them travel, presumably, to the final of the gate towns needed to restore the Mosaic Mimir. And from there, who knows? But we will find out when we return for more adventure on so many levels.
So
Yay!
many
Many
levels.
levels.